Hello, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Chismes And Menudo podcast. We are going to get to our episode here in a little bit, but for right now, you're tuned into the locals only promo spot.
The laps.
Stop.
All right, guys. The first flyer that we got to promote is going to be The Melting Pot. This is produced by Dead Good Productions. This show is going to be on the 28th of July at 9:30 p.m. This is a different blend of comedy. We got all types of comedians on. We have Nimesh Patel, Scott Bedgood, Paul Smith, Sri Raj, Andy Franklin, Sylvia McBatten, and, of course, friend of the show, Kevin DeAnda. This is going to be at the Comedy Arena. The address is 305 East Virginia Street, Unit 104, McKinney, Texas, 75069. Make sure you guys are out here supporting the comics here in Dallas. They're all friends, and we want to make sure we're supporting.
Yep. Want to make sure that they get rich so that they can invest in us. All right, guys, the next little show that we got to promote is not a show at all. It's actually a comedy festival, specifically the Deep Ellum Comedy Fest 2. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming back around. The first time it was 1 night, 3 venues. This time coming around, it is 3 nights, 3 different venues. We'll put all the information on where the venues are because I can't say it off the top of my head right now. But it is Noah Shark Robertson's company, Swimming with the Sharks Entertainment, presents. And it is a lot of people, guys. I'm just going to try to name some of our friends. Obviously, Noah Shark Robertson's going to be there. Georgia Red Speaks, Stephen G, Sean K. the Showman, Greasy Gordo. I'm just going by the people that I recognize. Who else have we had on here? Let's see. Tony Cruz coming back up from Austin.
Oh my God, Tony.
It's going to be a big get. It's going to be awesome. Billy King. TJ Evans is going to be there. Who else have we got here? Did I ever say Greasy Gordo?
Yeah, he said Greasy Gordo.
All right, cool. And new friend of ours, Eddie Trevino.
Yeah, Steady Eddie.
Steady Eddie Trevino is going to be there as well. And I've got a bunch of other people on here, but I just want to make sure that y'all know that a bunch of the guests that you guys have loved are going to be there fucking killing it. On a wonderful weekend of stand-up comedy. Guys, if y'all don't have anything to do this weekend, go support local comedy. Please. It's 3 days. It is 3 days.
You have no excuse not to go to this comedy festival.
Absolutely not. And if you're single, you could have 3 different Tinder dates. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
There you go. Come on.
And again, this weekend. It is July 27th, 28th, and 29th, 2023, year of our Lord.
All right, guys, that is it for the locals only promo spot, the LOPS, if you will. And now let's get into Rudy's Random Times. Bye.
My head's blowing up right now. So the first things first, lava to la mano!
Shit, 60 seconds shit for none, never catered to the mass. From a degenerate class, putting this, the rest of them have no chance. Whack as fuck, a straight head if I can. But it's that soul palette cleansing off the grease of the pan. When they start feeling like fans, I start teaching the fan. Like 3 degrees from Japan, it's not enough for me, man. I'm building off the strength of this, like most what I spit. Give a fuck a better view in your perception of lit. The difference is this, work the craft.
Hello, you're listening to the 104th ever episode of Chismes And Menudo. He is
Ricardo. And she is
Adriana. And we are
sitting here with the lovely and talented Mr. Amanuel Ongui.
Did he say it right? No.
He said it good.
Close.
You know what I'm saying?
Close enough.
Better than the white people, so it is good for me.
When you called and I answered the phone and you were talking in your accent, I almost hung up.
Why would you admit to that?
Was it because you thought I was just fucking with you, or did you think it was like my
you
pop?
were fucking with me, so I was like,
You were like, nah,
No.
he's an asshole.
We're canceling it right now. No, because I saw the episode with Rudy. I was like, he doesn't have an accent. He was fucking around. I was like, is he fucking around with me right now?
That's 90% of what I am.
I love it.
It's a good ass accent too.
I mean that was my accent. Like I didn't get fully like Americanized till like maybe 2006 was when my like linguistic skills got to where I sound great in an interview. Yes, I'm Amanual Lingoy. And it's so much fun because most of the time when I get interviewed, they think, oh, is it French? And then they see a 6'2" black dude pull up that's like 300 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, what's up?
Oui, I am French.
I am French. Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
Which sounds messed up because now that I think about it, the French is probably one of the slickest racism that you'll ever get. So, like, you see the protests that are happening currently right now. Well, one of the biggest reasons is because, like, with French population thing is, like, if you're an immigrant, they still consider you an immigrant even if you're, like, 8th generation.
No
Especially
way.
if you're a brown person. So they'll still call you immigrants, but they'll say there's no racism because you're, quote-unquote, still French, but they'll say, oh, you're an immigrant. Even though your family's been there for 150 years. It might be longer than the white person next to you, but they just assume
that you're just because you're
immigrant.
of color.
It's kind of the same thing with us. Like like we were both born here, but like I work in Fort Worth with a bunch of racist people. So ask me like, Ricky, where are you from? North Dallas. No. Like really, where are you from? You know, type shit. And I'm just like, I'm from North Dallas. My parents are from Mexico.
Yeah, I always have to say my parents are from Mexico, but I'm from here. Because they're always like, where are you from? Like, are you from Mexico? No, I'm not from Mexico. I'm American. Yeah.
And I've always said this 1,000 times. It's like, okay, so if we're going to go with that definition of like that, then let's do it all around the board. It's like a strange thing because I'll see a lot of white South Africans be like, I'm African. And I'm like, where are you from?
Yeah. I did security like in a building for a couple years, and there was a South African couple that was there, but I didn't know. Like I just knew that they had an accent. They were like, "Where do you think we are from?" I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Were they black South African?
No, they were white. They were white.
Okay. Because my biggest thing, I have a very, very careful energy when it comes to white South Africans because I was born when their segregation ended.
So like in the 90s?
Yeah.
It was 94 where they officially ended it with like laws, but like really didn't start till like 95, 96 where they started like, and even now it's still.
The laws.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it's the same way that like when slavery ended here, you know, slavery ended, but then Jim Crow, you had a lot of systemic shit that was going on where they were like, yeah, of course, they're free people, but also they can't come into this store, they can't own land, they can't vote. Like,
I mean, the first black dude to ever vote was shot in the back right after he voted and bled out in the hospital because they wouldn't give him any
treatment.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect it to get this dark.
I know. What the fuck?
But like, that's 90% of what my comedy is. Like, I'm super fucking dark when it comes to it. Well, I am super dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like...
Damn. Yeah. So, like, you were born in America?
No.
You were born in South Africa?
No, South Sudan.
Oh, Sudan.
Well, not even South Sudan. I was born in North Sudan when it was just officially Sudan. I'm from the Abyei area of Sudan, so it's disputed amongst North and South Sudan because of, guess what? Oil. So both nations are like, that's ours.
Yeah.
But also, they've been trying to murder us and get us off our land for like ever.
More like the North has been trying to get rid of the South.
A lot of Sudan has been trying to do it. There's just beef in general. So it's like, a lot of the times people don't realize it. It's set up by NATO nations and like COINTELPRO, the CIA. A lot of the fights are like not really the nations fighting. It's just people that they give money to like fight in Africa.
Yeah.
Same thing with South America.
Because
same
of
thing
oil.
with like Central America.
Yeah, it's outside people like the United States that are coming in and being like, oh, they have oil, so let's try to topple this fucking government and create infighting, and then we can come in like saviors and take the oil.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened in Iraq. It's the same thing that happened in
everything else.
Libya.
But
90 to 80% of Libya's oil is exported by the United States. That's in America. Fuck yeah.
I wish I had the NBC right here. I put a guitar solo right by there.
America. Fuck yeah. Because that's my biggest dispute. It's like, I'm American, but at the same time, it's like, damn, we really are Darth Vader and the Dark Empire.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
We are the father.
see, if like the countries were to like get it together, because like Mexico, they have the biggest deposit of what was it, aluminum?
I think
that they just discovered?
natural materials.
Yeah, but they nationalize that shit, so no one can come in and like try and fuck with it.
Let me tell you something about when you nationalize stuff. All of a sudden, there's there's a revolution that happens when you nationalize things. And apparently the United States is like, we got to give them freedom from nationalized stuff. The people
that's what I was
shouldn't
about to say.
earn money
It's like,
from...
then now they're coming in and like, fuck.
So, fun fact, have you ever heard of Patrice Lumumba? So Patrice Lumumba was an African president who was murdered by the CIA and other NATO nations because he nationalized, brought up the reading percentages in the country, and he tried to make everything for the country because he was a quote-unquote socialist. The United States had
Why
to
can't we just live life?
kill him. Kennedy cried whenever he was assassinated. That's how
Oh,
close
that's
he
who
was.
it is? Oh, okay.
Patrice Lumumba. And then like Thomas Sankara and some
And
of the
then
other
he got assassinated.
Oh yeah. Like for me a lot of the
Our
times
that Mexican president is about to die.
The current Mexican president?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's about to die. You heard it here first, folks.
You didn't.
we're
but okay.
not going to do that because I want y'all to live and I want this podcast to be successful in the future. So we're
I'm
not
just
going
saying-
against the empire.
No, but it's coming. I mean, history repeats itself. It's nothing new. I'm not saying nothing new.
I mean, you're not. We're not. But like at a lot of the times it's like we know it, but we can't do anything about it because we are just a group of people. And what happens when you do like get together and create systems, for example, like the Black Panthers, Fred Hampton and all them. Like the reason why there's free lunch in schools was specifically because the Black Panthers were giving free lunch to poor and disenfranchised kids. So it didn't matter if you're black, white, anything. They were out there just giving that kind of like help for parents. And then the government was like, we can't have these Black Panthers be doing this and actually giving these people ideas of like, maybe we should change our form of government. So they're like, nah, kill these Negroes and and let's
And we good.
and then now y'all have free lunch. So shut up. Don't say anything else.
But
Nothing
that's
else.
it.
It's like the little things. Like they'll take the little things that the Black Panthers did, or that any group really does, and they're like, "Oh, look what like they did this." But also, we gotta cut the snake's head off. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't call the Black Panthers snakes. I would call them.
Nah, like they did.
Well, no, my bad. I didn't mean to make it sound like you were
Damn.
calling them snakes. No.
We gotta get rid of these fucking.
Clip it.
Kill these Negroes. You're right. You're definitely right. 100%. Because, like, what is the scariest thing to the system is another system that works better. And you can't kill the system. The system is an amoeba and needs to take in everybody. That's why I always say if you have a great politician, they're not going to be great for very long. They're gonna get paid
Either
off.
they are killed off or they become
they're
corrupt.
silenced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing with like Bernie Sanders. Like whenever in the 2016 election, like he was brought up to be like the Democratic vote, and then everybody's like, no, actually, let's use Hillary, and Hillary got trampled.
Well, the DNC specifically made it to where, like, he couldn't, because he was winning.
Yeah.
The DNC corrupted enough to like stop him from being that. But why is that? It's because the DNC and the Republican Party are the same party. Like, if we're honest with ourselves, they design it to where they do just enough to help the people out a little bit, but then they do not enough to where they have to get taken over by another party, and then it's over. It's the same cycle because they all agreed on stuff. Like, have you seen the recent bill about like the Child Welfare Act or whatever for the internet? They're specifically using it to where people will have to show their IDs before they use the internet. They have to be over 18 to get information, and they want your information that way, which is scary because, like, think about this. If you have to give your ID for the internet, how many people have IDs? How many people will be able to get access to the internet? It's a specific ploy to, like, prevent us from being informed. I think it's a weird thing that they're attacking the internet the way that they are.
I wonder like why it didn't happen sooner. Like why it hasn't happened sooner, honestly. With all of the information that we're getting.
Well, there was a time like in 2012 when they were trying to like centralize the internet essentially, where that was like a really big thing. I remember when I was in high school. At the time, I was like, it's just the fucking internet. Like I barely use it, but didn't realize like how much I actually do use it. Like even just for schoolwork and shit.
Now, like
The internet is such a productive place that like the freedom of being able to get money the way that you are, the freedom of being able to get information the way that you are, was something that is always terrifying to tyrannical governments. Because what is the scariest thing to a tyrannical government is an informed and intelligent populace. Growing up, I realized how much propaganda was fed into me in the United States. Simply because, obviously, I'm from Africa, but even outside of that, I always thought about some things that were weird. Like, why are we pledging allegiance?
No. I didn't think about that. I have friends that are Jehovah's Witnesses, and they would always sit down, and like whenever I would have class with them, they would sit like during the Pledge of Allegiance, and I was like, why don't y'all just stand and like say it? And they were like, oh, it's because of my religion. Like I don't pledge allegiance to a country. It's all for Jehovah, you know?
Yeah.
I was just like, I never really thought of it like that. Like, because it's instilled in you, like, that's the first thing you do in preschool. Like you learn it so that you can say it every morning.
Saying it.
Yeah, I got a tattoo on my back, but
we had that. And then think about it. You were in Texas, right?
yeah. We got the Texas pledge.
We had the Texas pledge.
We have 2 of them.
I pledge allegiance to the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I still know it. I haven't been to school.
What is it?
Honor the Texas flag. I wonder if this is copyrighted. Pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
That's insane. Even that.
I haven't been to school in 10 years.
But that isn't as bad as the United States.
Let's break it down. Okay. I pledge allegiance.
The Texas one?
The Texas one?
Okay.
Like,
word for word?
Because there was
it's honor the Texas flag.
Honor a flag.
A flag.
Okay, go say it.
I pledge allegiance, which is already a weird fucking thing for kids to say.
Allegiance.
To the Texas, one state under God.
One state under God.
One and indivisible.
First off, if you're an agnostic or atheist,
that's crazy.
What God?
Yeah. I'm pledging allegiance to this and also proving it by doing it to a God that I do not believe exists.
But the United States one is way more. Yeah. It's like, what the heck?
I don't remember it.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God. Ooh.
One and
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
With liberty and justice for all.
First of all, my asshole, okay?
But also, that shit slaps.
It sure does.
Nah, because they're bar for bar.
Yeah.
like we not going to talk about how great American propaganda is, because these motherfuckers, they know how to write. Like, they be
I wonder who ghostwrited that.
Bro, it had to be. It had to be a dude that says the NR in nigga. Like, he be adding the ER hard, but like.
Dude, imagine if it was a black person and they stole that shit from him.
I would not be surprised one bit.
I mean, I'm not surprised a lot of things. So, speaking of getting things sold from black people, it's like Uncle Namus, who created, what's it called?
The cookies?
Jameson. Whiskey.
Mm-hmm. And also Aunt Jemima.
What did Aunt Jemima did?
She created the syrup.
No, Aunt Jemima's not a real person.
It's not.
You're lying.
It is a literal mammy character. So you ever seen like the mammies, the big black women that take care of white people? Yeah. Yeah, they lie.
Okay, that explains why a white person made it TikTok. They're trying to
keep that Aunt Jemima, because like they love their mammy characters. They love their like up a Negro. Like they love those kind of blacks. Those kind of blacks. Damn, I sounded like a Republican when I said that. Kind of sounds good. Those kind of whites.
Yeah, it's weird to plural, like make it plural. You know,
yeah, like it's weird because
like
it makes
browns.
Yeah,
it almost it creates another. It creates a sense of like that's the other.
That's the other. And
it's the same thing with like Democrats and Republicans, because like I said, I work with a lot of fucking Republicans, so they're always like, no matter what, you have to vote Republican because the Democrats are wrong. And it's just a sense of like, come on, dude. Like it's the same people that are in this country, so you have to work together. You don't have to be like them versus us.
Yeah. But it's I think a lot of the times the United States and capitalism makes us believe that like everything is a competition.
Yeah.
And I think people like it. Like we treat politics like fucking sports. That should never be the case. Like it should not be like sports.
When it was when Trump was, what was it? That was a 2016 election. We were all in front of the TV for like hours.
Oh, I knew it was over the moment that election was done. I was like, oh no, Trump about to win this thing. And I told my friends, I was like, I'm going to sleep, but Trump was just won. And they're looking at me like, no, Hillary has more votes. And I'm like, no, y'all don't understand something. Like at the end of the day, the United States loves to go back and forth between right and left, but at the end of the day, like nothing happened.
There's like it's like I feel like they go in those meetings, right? And they all are like, we're gonna do just enough, and even not enough.
Well, they don't do anything.
And they don't give a damn what are we gonna do?
Like at the end of the day, I have some Republican peoples that I look at and I'm always like, bro, I fuck with you. You're a good person at heart and I know what you want. But at the same time, is people are going to vote for their best interest and not the nation's best interest.
Yeah.
Like the idea of like fucking insulin being over like damn near 100 or whatever the fuck the price is, like 1,000.
It's a lot. I got a buddy
lot,
that's that has diabetes. I think he told me at one point without insurance he would have to pay like $400 a month.
That's insane. The other countries look at us like we're crazy for allowing insulin to be that expensive. Like, bro, insulin should be like $10, if even at all.
No, that should be like something that's just like
free to like allow people to live and
life. I knew a girl that that was diabetic, and she didn't have insurance, so she was working a $15 hour in a job at $50 an hour, and she we were working or whatever, and she just didn't have any more insulin, and so right when we were working, she just had a seizure.
Diabetic seizure.
Yeah, diabetic seizure.
That happened to my buddy. He stopped working and then he didn't have his insurance, so he was like, "Fuck, I got this insulin to hold me out for a month. Let's see if I can get a job." Didn't. He ended up going to the hospital.
Yeah, dude. Like the ambulance came and they had to put the
EpiPen or whatever
in her jugular, like in her vein.
Yeah, I keep telling him to teach me how to use that thing. But he's like, you don't need it. Like, I'm taking care of myself and I have insurance and blah, blah, blah. Like, what if emergency is like, is it little stabs? Is it like, what do I do?
That's how my brother passed away, was from diabetes. We didn't know, but like he went into the seizure and passed away. Well, then it wasn't a seizure, but he went to ketoacidosis or whatever it's called. And then when I look back at it, I'm like, wow, would we have been able to like get him the medical care that he needed?
He would be here. Like that's just
was
like
it a thing of like y'all just never went to the doctor and he never got checked out?
No, we had.
How old was he?
He was 13.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So it was one of those situations where we weren't able to like get the care that was necessary because the ambulance came through. They were like, "Oh no, he's just sick." His heart rate was like a little off, but they were like, "Oh no, you're gonna be good." And then 2 hours later, he passed away. And we were like, we should take him to the hospital, right? So pick him up with the ambulance. And it was just, there's a care that happens in this country with black kids, black mothers. It's just a weird thing that they have with
It's not weird. They just don't believe colored. You at all.
Yeah, they just never take into consideration what we're saying. And we're like, we know how normally active he is. We know how this is not normal.
Yeah.
And I get it on me for not just being like, all right, we're taking him to the fucking hospital. It was one of those situations. And I look back at it and I'm just like, whoa.
How old were you at the time?
This was a couple of years ago. Like, honestly, it was about 2 years ago. Like, he passed away. I was doing CPR on him, and then they came, and then they put him in a machine, and they took him. And by the time I got to the hospital, he passed away. So I'm pretty sure he had already passed whenever I was giving him CPR.
Was it just y'all two?
It was me. My sister was right next to me on the phone with the operator. My little brother was like at the door, and I remember my other sister was with my mother because she was like inconsolable.
Panicking. Yeah.
So it was just one of those moments where I'm like, damn, that shit was fucked.
But like, yeah, they're dismissive on all counts. On all counts.
They broke my brother's arm. They broke my sister's arm and they broke my brother's arm. Like I've had situations where medical, like I just do not trust the medical system. Yeah. I have a heated passion against the medical system in the United States, and it's even the same way that it almost killed my mother. And like, it's just the way that they dismiss my mother simply because she has an accent. She's foreign, and she's just a black woman in general. And you see these situations happen all the time. What is it? The highest mortality rate for children and mothers who are giving birth are black women, which is fucking terrifying. I didn't know I was going to get into like this bad of this podcast. I thought we were going to like be able to be like,
but we love it.
Good. Like,
whatever the vibe is at the moment, that's what we're talking about.
It's because you're hungover.
Is it because I'm hungover?
I think so.
Also, you know what's crazy? It's like comedy saved me from alcoholism.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. I was way worse. Like it was crazy. Oh yeah, I was way worse. Like I only drink on the weekends now, so that's at least. I have now. I'm what's this shit called? Binge drinker. I'm not an alcoholic.
You only drink on Saturday and Sunday, but you drink enough for the whole week.
I call it the Lord's drinking day. Because like it legit saved me. How did you get into comedy, brother?
How did I get into comedy? I just really wanted to do it. It wasn't until I was like, the first time I did it, I was 26. I was 26 years old. Yeah, so I'm 28 now. And
we both were old as fuck when we started comedy. Well, technically we're not old as fuck, but old as fuck.
But there are people like, I mean, there's this guy I know. His name is. Well, do you know Pedro?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's 18 now.
This shit is crazy to me. Like little Paddy. I call him little Juicy.
Yeah.
Juicy Smollett. Because he'll tell me stories. I'm just like, do I believe you, Pedro? Do I really believe you? But he'll say things like, my dad's like 6'7", he was in MMA. I'm like, I don't believe him. Then I meet his father, and he's not capping. Like, that's the most beautiful man. He was like, it was like a Spanish soap opera. The way he came in, his hair was like flowing, and I was like, this is your father? My God. Am I straight? Holy crap. But his father's like, yes, I did MMA. And I don't know. Why is it a Russian accent? I don't know. His father's Russian in my head. I did MMA. I knocked out a person. I couldn't enjoy it. I saw him pass out.
Do a Spanish accent.
Mi amor.
Damn, that hard.
I did MMA.
It's still coming out.
No, it's still coming out.
Why is it Russian?
It's still coming out. No, it's coming out African. You're not even doing Russian.
No. Me, amor. Very. Nah. It's
there.
It's there, but it's not there. I'm trying to perfect some of these accents.
No, it's like you're mixing like Kenyan and Russian.
I am East African. That was close.
Well, how did you get into comedy?
Alcoholism. So I was working security, like my brother over here. I was working security in a certain area, and like I would come home at like 6 a.m. because I was working night shifts, and I'd be drunk off my ass. Like,
You were drinking on the job?
No,
I did that once.
I would like go to the store, grab me a case because my store was right there. I'd be in my car, chilling, and then I would go upstairs, and then I would sit down, put on some Netflix because I was balling at the time. I had like 2 jobs. I was chilling. I would go to work, then get drunk. It was like my schedule. I'd do like 2 hours of Netflix and anime, be drunk off my ass. And I would rewatch like the same 3 animes for like a 3-month period because I couldn't remember them. How fucked up I was, right?
You'd be like halfway in, like, oh shit, I've already seen this. Fuck.
Do I remember this? No. Okay, let me rewatch it. And I rewatch it. And my friend's like, bro, why are you still watching the same anime? Are you good? It's 6 in the morning. Why are you drunk? And I'm like, I just got off work. Today's my Friday. Technically. And it's nighttime for me. So do not judge me. I'd pass out like 8 o'clock, and then I'd wake up again at like maybe like 4, go to my first job, go to my second job. Because I was doing security. Like, it wasn't really, it was a job, but it wasn't a job.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point where I was sleeping at work because there was 3 security guards for a building that didn't need 3 security guards.
Yeah.
So all of us would have like a shift or sleep. And so technically, I was working a job, but I wasn't really working a job.
Yeah.
Which is terrible.
You were just getting paid to do nothing.
I would do that, but like whenever I would work overnights, I'd stay up until like 2 in the morning and then go knock out. And then the person that was supposed to relieve me was actually our manager. Mm-hmm. So I would just set an alarm for like 6. He'd come in at 7, and then just go do the little rounds, open the doors and shit.
Because like nobody's robbing anybody in Irving in a building that is like that has no money. It's just like a legit empty building.
Yeah.
We had 3 buildings, and one of them was almost completely empty. It was like one floor that had like 2 people.
Also, security, I say, is like one of those jobs that if you're in college or if you're a writer, get that job.
Yeah.
Like, that's a perfect job for you to like get shit done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get shit done. If I would have known that I wanted to do comedy, because I did it when I was like 22 to like 25, But if I would have known that I would have done, dude, the writing I would have fucking done. It was such a waste of time.
Wasted.
I was just on my phone eating like a big ass bag of takis every night.
Oh my God. First off, you have glorious hair. I have a skit specifically for you that now I don't need. I don't need our other friend that was coming. You are my favorite person.
Sweet, gotcha.
And hopefully it will be released on one of your episodes because I think it's going to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we can promote that shit. Fuck it.
Dude.
You're going to love it. But like, I love writing in general, so it hit me because like I would always be drunk and like I would be doing stand-up, but I didn't know I was doing stand-up. Like me and my boy Chris would always be doing bits. And then one day I was drunk off my ass and I was talking to Chris. I was like, bro, man. It was like, I think it was Eddie Murphy's Raw or some comedy was going on. I don't know why I said Eddie Murphy's Raw. It wasn't that cool. Probably it was like some dingy comedian that we've never heard of. But the homie, it was Bert Kreischer. That's mean as fuck.
That's
Bert
crazy.
that's not a dingy.
He's big.
I just saw him in Oklahoma.
he was doing the machine bit, and I was like, man, I could do that. But it's no disrespect to Bert, because Bert is a great comedian. But it was like, I was like, bro, you know what we should do? We should do comedy next week. I heard there was a stand-up show up there. And he looked at me and said, well, I'll do it if you stop fucking drinking, you drunk asshole. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck you mean by that? He was like, you always say this shit to me, but you never do it, man. And I was like, bet. And I signed up, called him. I was like, I'm gonna be up there. So I went there that Thursday, signed up, waiting for the next Thursday. I was like, Chris, you coming up? He was like, yeah. He didn't show up. I was there.
It was a backdoor?
Yeah.
That's the first one I did too.
Sober as hell. And I said, fuck it. I don't need a drink. This is my chance. This is my shot. This is where somebody is going to see me at Backdoor in Dallas. Like, I love Backdoor in Dallas, but no producer is going to see me at Backdoor in Dallas.
What year was that?
It's 2021. Right before the pandemic, like a year before.
Oh, before the pandemic. Okay.
A year before the pandemic, I think. Was it 20
Wait, no,
or 20?
the pandemic was 2020.
What are you talking about?
It was 19. Yeah, holy shit. I've been doing comedy for a while.
You're drunk right now.
No.
Are you drunk right now?
No, it just, I have bad time management. Why are you saying? Now you're making me scared that I'm drunk. Am I drunk right now? Am I?
You're slurring your words, but that could just be your accent.
It is my accent. I have very
This
strong.
is not my first language.
My tongue.
My tongue.
Yeah.
Clip it.
It's your language, Diane. You know. Yeah, Sudanese. But yeah, so I was 2019. Got there, did it, killed. And I was like, yeah, I love this feeling. It was the same feeling I got when I first drank that I had been chasing.
Yeah.
I had been chasing that like feeling of euphoria that I first got when I first started drinking when I was younger. It was like, it was that. And so
How old were you when you first started drinking?
My first drink or when I first started drinking?
No, like when it was like a problem.
So my first drink was 4 years old.
God damn.
When I started drinking was 14, 13. It was like my freshman year. My boy, I'm not gonna say his name because it's gonna make him feel like an asshole. He was like, "Hey, let's get drunk." And I was in STEM at the time because I was like high achieving. I was in AP, all these different classes. I was playing football, and so I went to the AP class and we had the test. But I was like, I don't need. I can fail it and I'll be good. And my boy was like, "Hey, take this for Loco." So I was like, "Bam."
Loco, damn.
Took it. Was euphoric. I said, I love this feeling. So I was chilling. And then I would go to parties and then weekends. And then it turned into when I'm 17, I'm able to get it from the homies because they're 21 now.
Yeah.
The OGs. So left school at 17, dropped out for a little bit, started drug dealing. Was terrible at drug dealing. Terrible.
Why
at drug dealing.
you were
Kept getting robbed.
using your own product?
No. Wait, do I look like a crackhead?
Were you dealing crack?
No, I wasn't dealing crack. But like, I was like, hold on. Do I look like a drug user?
Well, how are you bad at it then?
No. I was just like too kind. Like I'm a big dude, so I'm intimidating when I first show to you. And I'm like, hey, what do you need? Oh, okay. So like I was selling, but I wasn't selling. And so my boy was like, you know what? Just shut up and be my bodyguard. So I was his bodyguard for a little bit, right? And then I learned about a week into that shit, I'm not doing this shit again. I had a drug deal with my boy. I was in the back of their car. I had a fucking what's called on my chest. It was a gun. And then it was like this. I looked over and they were like, yeah, it's going to be a Mexican dude with like a bald head and like a tattoo on the top of his head. Just stay over there with the shit goes left, roll him. I said, what? In my head. I didn't tell him what. I just said, okay, cool. So I'm laying in the back of the truck. We go, they deal. I'm just laying in the back of the truck. I'm like, I'm not going to use this shit. If they light these niggas up, I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm not doing nothing. So they did it. Did the drug deal and the driver. I'm like, good job, man. And I'm like, bitch, I quit.
I'm putting in my 2 weeks.
I ain't built for this shit. So I think it was like a week later, something happened where somebody had gotten curb stomped and then the other homie had gotten stabbed. It was crazy.
That was a week after you quit?
Yeah. It was probably like a couple months, but it didn't matter. It's a week to me. In my head, I said, bitch, drug dealing is not for me. So then I went back. I think I graduated like a year later because I was like, fuck it, I need to get an education.
Yeah. No, but at least high school, damn.
Yeah, graduated that shit.
So you went from doing like AP classes, like what, your freshman,
what the fuck
sophomore year?
there?
And then because of the drinking, you were like, fuck this shit? Or was it just
probably because I was undiagnosed something. Probably had some like neurodivergent shit that was going on because I remember at the time like it was a lot of shit going on and I was a little off. Like even generally like why I'm good at comedy is probably because of that. Like I'm good at working when it's like I have the motivation to do it. Yeah. But like, outside of that, it's like not really what it is. So It was a lesson learned. You got to know what your productivity is and like who you are, and like actually be self-aware enough to like stop yourself from doing bullshit.
Yeah.
And so I think at a certain point I had to be more self-analytical, and I was like, fuck it. And then when I started being more self-aware was when the drinking kicked it into overtime, because I was like, you're not doing anything. You're not doing great. I think my friend Chris hit me with a board. He said, your timing is not like anybody else's timing. So when you look at other people being successful, that wasn't made for you. Mm-hmm. Like, stop looking at the people. You're fucking comparing yourself, and that's draining you and making you believe that you should be like everybody else that was your peer. You might have been killing it at that age, but now you're here.
Yeah.
Be self-aware and grow. And so that's what hit me. And then when I was doing comedy was when it hit me. I was like, oh, my observation skills are funny. Mm-hmm. And that's what the addiction started with comedy. I'd rather be comedy addicted than fucking drinking my liver into oblivion. Like comedy coming hot.
That's crazy that it was just
That's a good ass friend.
Just so drinking so much, and then it was just like a switch.
Because it wasn't that wasn't the addiction. The addiction was like feeling valued.
Yeah,
I think it's a strange insecurity that I think most people who do comedy have, is like the approval of others.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want approve of myself. Like, really it is like, I want to be able to get the confidence to be approving of what I'm doing and getting in that bag. Mm-hmm. Like, we are confident in front of people. Like, most people are like, bro, you're the most confident person in the world. You're in your bag. You're able to like just oratate, talk the way that you talk. You're able to do what you need to do. But at the end of the day, it's like still an insecurity.
Yeah.
Like that is my biggest insecurity. I was an African kid with a crazy accent at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like an insane accent.
How old were you when y'all came over here?
I came here in 2001, so that's like I was born in 95, so 6, 7, right? Mm-hmm. And I was in what's it called not North Dallas, Park Lane area. So it's with all
or North Dallas.
That's us.
That's us.
That's by us.
Park Lane is like the other side of North Dallas, with like, it was where they had all the immigrants. So there was Mexican immigrants, Black, African, and all that, just all together. So I remember the first day that I went to school was like, it was...
What school did you go to?
I went to L. Hotchkiss Elementary School.
I don't know that one.
No, I don't know one either.
It might have been shut down, but shout out to L. Hotchkiss Elementary School. First day that I got on the bus, remember there was a 6th grader. He rolled, it was a Mexican dude. Like, to me, he was a giant. He was just a big 6th grader. Mm. He took a piece of paper, rolled it, put it in his nuts, and he said, "African booty scratcher," and then threw the piece of paper at my face.
Oh my God,
and
what
a
dick.
Oh, and I was like, fuck you. Bitch nigga. And I tried to run at him. I'm a kindergartner. What am I going to do?
Poor
So I tried to fight him, and obviously he whooped my ass. And then
he did?
He whooped the fuck out of me.
I hate that.
I mean, it happens, right? And then my homie Mario, who was like the Mexican homie that was with me, he was like, "Hey, good job. Good job fighting.
Good job.
Fight for yourself." And then he ended up not even being an asshole after that. Eventually, he was like, "Good." He was like, "You know what? You tried to fight. I got respect for you." And he ended up like really being like sorry, and like I think his mom talked to my mom or something like that, where like my mom got on and talked to his mom about it, and he ended up just being the dude, the OG that like took care of me. Even though the first time he fucking threw a nut-filled piece of paper at me, like, but I ended up going to Mario's house and then OG's house, and like we would watch like Batman and like films, and we watched stand-up comedy.
Oh, they introduced you to that?
Like, that's when I started finding life. Just started watching George Lopez. That was my fucking show.
Oh, yeah, because they were Mexican.
Oh, yeah, because the wife was fine as fuck. That was like one of my first crushes. Like one of my first Americanized crushes that wasn't like a black woman was George Lopez's wife. I was like, oh my God.
Damn, girl, you made me feel something funny in my pants.
Something funny.
Yeah, I always noticed that too. Like, God damn, why is she so pretty?
She's so pretty. And I was like, George is just like...
That was Selena's mom.
Wait, what?
That was Selena's mom. It's the same actress.
Oh, from the movie.
From the movie.
Yeah, not really Selena's mom.
Fuck that movie. That shit made me cry.
Dude.
In Spanish class.
Still
because I didn't know who Selena was.
Yeah.
And I got into my Selena bag. I was listening to her music, and we were like, we couldn't finish the full movie. So like when I first, I was like, man, where's Selena at now? Like, and I didn't even look it up, right? I was like, man, Selena sounded like a baddie, and I saw her picture, and I was like, she bad. One day, hopefully, I'm gonna meet her, right? Get to the movie, the second half.
You're not wrong. One day you will meet her.
Yeah, one day I will. Hopefully, I go to heaven like Selena. So we go into class. I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, Selena bad, bro. One day I'm gonna go to one of her concerts. My boy looked at me. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm gonna go to college. He's like, you don't know? I was like, what? And he's like, just keep watching. So I'm watching, and the scene happened. I damn near started bawling.
No!
I said, Lord,
I wanted to see,
Lord.
I wanted to see her sing Como la Flor.
I was hurt. Because I was like, them yams are gone.
You're not wrong. A lot of people thought
I was
that.
so sad because J-Lo looked so great in the white pants. I was like, I was going to see her like 50 with those white pants.
Well,
Lord,
J-Lo's still alive.
yeah, J-Lo's live, but you know. J-Lo can't sing like Selena. I'm sorry. That's so me for this. And
You're not wrong.
And wait, isn't J-Lo from? She's not
Puerto Rican.
She's from
Yeah, she's not Mexican.
No, she's
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
No,
Puerto
she's not
Rican.
Puerto Rican. She's something from. She's one of the island places.
Dominican? She ain't Dominican.
Caribbean?
Trinidadian? No.
Nah, she ain't Trinidadian.
Ghanaian? Yeah, I think she's.
You're
part-
tripping balls right now. She's Puerto
I'm
Rican.
pretty sure she's Puerto Rican.
No, she's half something else. I remember she was a half island thing, but it don't matter. Them yams is crazy though. There's some black ass yams. I'm gonna tell you something right there.
Oh, that's why he thought.
But it was like damn. And then I was like watching old Selena videos, and I was like hurt for like a week, and I was like, damn. It helped me pass Spanish class though. Like I was like super focused on Spanish class.
Yeah, because you had an investment.
Like I had an investment because here's the thing. My first girlfriend was Spanish. Broke my.
What was she? Don't say Spanish.
Oh, she was Mexican. She was Mexican.
There you
She was in her bag. Like I ain't gonna hold you. 5'5", mean as hell to me. Broke my fucking heart.
Damn.
They do that.
We do tend to do that.
Nah, just because like I like the meanness. It reminds me of African women. The same energies. Like the food be fire. Like oh, my bad.
You good.
The food be fire. Sorry, but I got in my bag and I learned a lesson.
So how did she cheat on you or what? Stupid bitch.
She just broke up with
Damn, why you gotta get on me?
Also, this is like middle school, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was very early. Also, yeah, my first middle school crush was also a Latin woman, but it was her sister.
Oh, shit.
So it was her older sister, and then when I saw her, I was like, "Oh my god, same person, smaller." Bad. I'm a 5'11" big black dude. What's up? And then she said,
Damn,
"What's
you were
up?"
5'11" in middle school?
Yeah.
God damn, I'm not 5'11" now.
I'm Sudanese, bro. Like I'm short in my family. All the rest of my family members all
You're
taller than
lying.
me.
What are you?
My 13-year-old brother was 6'3". My other
You weren't
brother
done growing.
was not. My brother right now, he's a ball player. He played for Grambling and Westcall.
Oh shit.
He was doing some unrestricted free agent stuff for football. I think he's retiring. This might be, but like, yeah, he's playing football. He's 6'5". My pops is 6'5". My cousin's 6'7". My other cousin.
So you're a
6'8".
shorty.
I'm the short one. Yeah, I got the.
That's insane to say.
Yeah, 6'2"
like
is not even average height in Sudan. 6'4" is the average height.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's like
I'm gonna go to the Sudan.
That's like in How I Met Your Mother.
Wait.
In How I Met Your Mother, Marshall was the short one in the family. He's like, I'm the runt of the litter, guys. I'm only 6'3".
Like I really am. Like legit, that is exactly what I am. I remember when my brother first beat me and he like picked me up and like in the middle of a fight, I was like, oh, it's over.
Your younger brother?
Yeah, man.
You're like, you knew.
Yeah.
I can't debo him anymore.
Are your sisters tall?
Then I learned jujitsu. Yeah, my
Oh, shit,
sister is the older one is 5'10". No, the older one is 5'9". The other one is 5'11". She plays basketball at Louisiana State.
Oh, shit.
Louisiana Tech, my bad. Louisiana
okay.
Tech. Yeah, she balled at Louisiana Tech.
Damn, nice.
So it's pretty. I have a very athletic family. I'm the only one that wasn't was too dumb to like stay in athletics.
Wait, are you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Oh, that's why.
video
We
old.
usually are like the bad pancake. We're the
Exactly.
you know
The
what
first
I mean?
pancake.
The black sheep. That's
Yeah,
what
the
you say.
black sheep.
The
yeah.
bad pancake
So-
is a bar. I ain't never heard the bad pancake.
Because the first ones always come out a little messed up and then you get used to it. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, is
And then
that what you're
you
saying?
learn
That's
the
what it is.
mistakes.
Was that shots at the oldest? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wait, well, you're the middle, ain't you?
My dad's middle, yeah, but then I'm my mom's baby.
Yeah, he got the baby and the middle. That is the toxic. You have
But
an
the
ego.
other one is like young. He's 17 years younger than me.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
and
so
also
he's
in
not
a
even
different-
like really part of the equation.
And also in a different country.
Oh, true.
We weren't raised with him, so.
Yeah.
Same. I have a sister, my older sister. She's the other side of Sudan. She has kids. I'm an uncle.
Damn.
That was wild for me.
Yep.
But I realized I'm an uncle because
Uh-oh.
I was on TikTok. And like I made a comment on some African girl's thing because she was like, "Oh, I don't have ass." I was like, "Girl, you got ass. It's just you're blessed with it, right?" And she was like, "Thank you, uncle."
Wait, they're saying uncle now?
I was like,
What happened
I'm
to Daddy?
27. I'm 27.
What happened to Daddy?
No, she said that disrespectfully. I got uncle zone.
Oh, okay.
How you get uncle zone? It's like, is this a mustache? Like, what?
You're her creepy uncle at the
I ain't gonna hold you. When I do not have a haircut, I do look like a civil rights leader. I very much look like Marcus Garvey, and that is a problem for me. I'm going through it. It's like, damn,
shit.
I look like an uncle. I was like, let me stop.
Go back and delete the comment.
I wanted to, but I was like, screw it, let me leave it there. I was like, you know what? Let me stay single, because ain't no way anybody gonna call me uncle.
That makes you feel any better. She made me an uncle when I was 17.
Yeah.
What's good? Wait, you're a mother?
I'm a mother, yes. Do you not look like a mother?
No, you don't.
Is that a good thing?
That's a good thing.
I have 5 sons.
You have 5 sons. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
insane. You got
Well,
ball player.
Yeah.
And they're all big, too.
They're naturally mine, but then I have a stepson. He's 18.
You have an 18-year-old son. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Che, mashallah. God bless. God bless. You look good. You Mexican don't raisin? What's the term?
We don't have one.
No, you're thinking of black don't crack, but we don't.
But we don't have one.
Brown don't get the end around. Like I don't.
No.
I'm trying to make up a phrase in my head. I'm like,
the only thing we have for Mexican is once you go brown, your credit goes down.
There you go.
once you go
And
black,
it
you
do,
go
and
into
it did.
black. Wait, it did?
Yeah.
You don't have a great credit score? It's not that hard to get your credit score up.
No,
Luckily for me, my
It's just
cousin's a
discipline.
financial. fucking-
Once I got my house, I was like, fuck it.
Wait, you have a house in 2023. I had to remember what year it was.
Yeah. We got it
When'd
during
you
the
get it?
pandemic, though, when the interests were really low.
You got it in 20 or 21?
21.
That is a bag. Because now it's like 7%.
Yeah.
What is that?
Mine is 2.
I got beef. Wait, you have 7% interest rate right now?
2%.
Oh, no, you blessed. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
No, I'm saying, like, now it's 7, but I got it at 2.
My cousin is a real estate agent. He's making bags right now.
Right now?
Oh, yeah. Them companies are running rampant right now.
Oh, well, they're shutting that down.
Oh, yeah.
Or they've been talking about shutting that down, at least here in Dallas.
What?
Because you remember, that company that we worked for, me and John? The company that Brandon works for.
Yeah.
So companies like that are coming in and buying houses
Oh, yeah.
and then renting them out.
Yeah.
Like that company specifically, I was going to talk to them, but then I kind of figured out some other shit. And they rent out houses to people that have bad credit on the assumption of like, oh, you rent it out for a year or two, get your credit up, and then we will sell it to you.
But
Yeah.
they don't end up doing it, or what? Why
I
are
have
they
no
shutting it
idea.
down?
I've heard a lot of, not specifically this company, but I've heard shady shit from other companies.
Yeah.
With
Mr.
that same
Cooper's, that's the security company. I worked in security for Mr. Cooper's, which is a prime example like that. They'll take over people's loans or whatever
Yeah.
and refinance them and help them like pay it off, right?
Yeah.
But when I look back at it, I was like, these motherfuckers are just predatory as fuck. Because
Yeah,
I know
dude.
most of these people are not going to be able to pay it off, or they're just going to be able to take these houses because they pass away or they're not
Yeah.
able to do everything they need to do. And I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, dude, if you're like 60 years old, you get a house at a 30-year, you're not paying
You're
that shit.
like, and why would they like give you that loan? Like they
Yeah.
know
But I mean, we live in America.
Hell yeah.
If
they're
we-
gonna get what they can while they can.
Yeah,
we
dude.
need to make the bag.
I was
These
watching
old people.
that documentary, that limited series that they have on Bernie Madoff. That shit is wild.
Oh, I don't like watching that kind of stuff.
How did you trust a man that was named Bernie Madoff? Yeah, I'm gonna trust Madoff with my money.
That shit is wild. So he started off like in the 60s, he started selling stocks, but like penny stocks, kind of the same way that Jordan Belfort did in the 80s. He did that shit in the 60s. And that's how he got his money to start being like a financial consultant, apparently.
That's insane.
Yeah. And then the way people would do is like rich people, a bunch of rich people would just get together and they would pool their money and be like, Bernie, here's $1 million invested into the stock market. Okay. And then he would send them receipts of like, this is how your stock's doing this month. This is how much you've made over the last year. And they're thinking like, okay, I have all this money for my retirement, for whenever all fake.
That's insane.
He was sending them fake receipts. And it took decades for the government to find out, for the SEC to find out.
But Bernie's still in jail right now, right?
Yeah, he's still in.
How many years did he get?
I don't remember. I haven't finished it, but he's gotten quite a bit.
Isn't he in a minimum security prison though?
Probably.
He needs to be with the rapists and the fucking.
In total, it came out to either $50 billion or $100 billion.
That he stole.
Billion.
Let me tell you something. That white man knew how to steal. Even though
crazy.
They've stolen more in Africa than that, but he's one of the good ones. He stole from. Did he steal from other white people, or did he steal from like?
Oh, rich people. A lot of rich people.
So okay, I'm not that mad.
I'm not mad at it.
But
free Bernie.
Like once it got to
free Bernie. Because here's the crazy thing: is we have Bernie and then we have Bernie.
Yeah.
And then we go from Bernie Madoff to the other swindler, Bernie. And I know this sounds really mad at Bernie. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it.
It's all good.
I think he didn't have a spine.
What do you mean?
That's why they took him down, dude.
He was so easy to get at him.
Sanders?
Yeah, he's bought off so easily. He's such a fake. Him, AOC, like all of them get bought off within a year of being in it. Like, it's crazy. I'm sorry, I didn't.
But that's the thing that you were saying earlier. It's like the same thing. Like, they either end up dead or corrupt as well.
There's none of the dead ones, I'll tell you that.
They're all corrupt?
They're all corrupt as hell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now Bernie's doing like speaking engagements and books and shit for millions of dollars.
Yeah, because he's a good guy.
He was flying commercial.
Not anymore?
Not anymore.
I'm pretty sure he's
not with those millions.
Hell no.
I mean, even if he was flying commercial, he wasn't flying like
with people.
With regular people. He definitely was private. First class, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely first class. Why wouldn't they be in first class? They'll say, oh no, I'm flying with everybody else, but I'm in first class.
You're not back there with like the mom of 3 and like somebody that's saved for a whole year to go on a trip that they're going to go off on
First
one
up,
day.
I have to be, there's this theory that like if you're taller, you're richer. You know why that is?
Why?
Because of plane seats. I absolutely will never fly economy again because of fucking plane seats. I'm 6'2" and it still hurts every single time I take a seat.
Damn.
That shit is so.
You have to sit by the door, and then at that point, you're not doing nothing.
Do you know how bad I feel when I see like a little old lady or like some people right there, and they're like, "Yeah, you got the what's called seat." I make sure that I get an aisle seat because like I'm so big, and I'll be like, "My bad, sorry." I'm sorry, little one. I'm like Thanos. Make this flight uncomfortable. They don't
make you get 2 seats.
Wow, wait, I'm not that big. I'm just
for your legs,
dog. It's not
because the 2 seats is for like people that are
but he could. But then at that point, he could like sit. Like
United was the best airline I've ever been a part of, right? Because they have like a little bit of room. But even like I have 6'6" legs and a 5'6" torso.
Yeah.
So my legs is fucking long as hell, but my torso is short. Like I'm sitting here with you, we eye to eye.
Yeah, no, like you're
actually, yeah.
My legs is fucking tall as hell. Like
that's so funny.
It is what it is. Long arms, long legs. That's what I got, right? The torso was like, like I should be 6'6" right now. I don't know what happened. It was American food.
The midsection just like the midsection was
just chilling. They were just like, no, we're not gonna do it.
Those was frozen pizzas in public school. Should slowed you down.
Nah, it's those breakfast pizzas. Those breakfast pizzas.
Oh, those are good.
The gravy, the sausage.
Those French toast sticks.
Oh, yeah.
No, do y'all remember that spaghetti? It was like a spaghetti thing, but it was white and it had chicken in it. Do y'all remember that?
Fuck you, Michelle Obama, for fucking up food.
I used to
in my senior year. I'm sorry.
We had.
That sounded really bad.
I don't remember the
Fuck you, Obama.
Wait, why?
Because she's the reason why the fucking food became trash.
Yeah, she tried to make kids healthy. That was her whole thing.
It was the whole thing. It was like
almost all like first ladies have like a thing, and that was hers.
It was like fuck your thing.
But what did they change it to? It was bad before.
Fuck Nancy Reagan too. Fuck all the Reagans.
Just say no.
All the Reagans.
Fuck you, bitch.
Reaganomics and such.
Fucking trickle down economics. Fuck you. But no, let's get back to Michelle because that bitch done took away my fruit snacks and my favorite fucking thing from like fucking breakfasts and lunches. Like,
which is weird because like after she came in, they switched from like the regular milk like the little cartons, and then put True Milk in, which True Milk is just fucking sugar.
Is it
just
really?
terrible?
It's good as
I've
shit.
never
though.
had it though.
Nah,
So good.
that's the one thing I was fucking with because them chocolate milks was hidden. But I
So
was
creamy. Oh, it's so
Though,
good. dude.
yes.
when I first started dieting ever was when I was in school, and I was like, I'm gonna be healthy. I'm not gonna drink True Milk. I'm just gonna get the white milk. That was my first diet. But then everybody would be like, Amanuel, do you want these the sweet potato fries?
Ooh.
They were like, hey bro, you want the sweet potato
We didn't
fries?
have sweet potato fries.
Yeah, we did.
Sweet potato
Yeah, we did.
fries.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't
Them
remember
shits was
those.
popping. Them shits was good.
They wouldn't have it like every week though. It'd be
Oh,
like
I was
a monthly thing.
anorexic anyway in high school, so that's probably why I don't remember it.
No, I was thick as fuck. I was 300.
I was eating good.
I was 330 pounds. I was playing defensive in the offensive line. I was in that hole eating good, playing football. like it would be points where like every month or so I'd save up enough money to get like a Big Daddy's pizza. Those giant pizzas are like 3 boxes of pizza. I'd be chilling. I'd be like, all the hyenas would come over and be like, Manuel, could I get one? I was like, yeah. Throw them a box of pizza. Everybody would eat that bitch. I'd be like, yeah, nigga, I'm balling.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm balling. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then I went into drug dealing. I wasn't balling.
Which high school did you go to?
With the Bergner High School, and then when I decided to get really serious and graduate again after I dropped out, I went to Winfrey Academy. That was a school that was a charter school.
Good or no?
Drugs.
What?
It was all the
Fuck a
delinquent.
charter
It was like bad kids. It was all the kids that were not conventional. So it was either they were geniuses or they were fucking a detriment to society.
Damn.
But it was like
Where was that school at?
It's in Richardson, but it's like right off of I think it's LBJ or 75. Like it's super close. But it was a great school. I'm not gonna lie. Like the teachers were super cool. I remember we had this sister, light skinned fat ass. I was trying to holler at her. Girl, I'm 19. You 20. You 23. Like, come on, what's
This
up?
ain't a problem.
She gave me the look of like, nigga, you ain't got enough money.
She a teacher. Neither
she
is she.
was a teacher, but I think she had like a ball playing dude that she was with. She was like with one of the Dallas Mavericks or something like that.
What the
shit.
fuck? You had no chance.
I had no chance.
Yeah, dude. She was teaching for a hobby.
But I'm gonna say this though. Then I didn't have a chance, but as a comedian now, I still ain't got no chance. But but I will say, I'm Eskimo Brothers with a billionaire, so fuck her.
There you.
man.
Wait, what?
Which one?
I'm Eskimo. I'm not gonna.
You can't say?
I can't say.
Come on. Off camera?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. So deep.
But yeah, life is weird.
Does
like
it rhyme with pesos?
no. First off, hell no. We don't like to say he likes tall, older white women. I used to like tall, older white women when I was 19. Yeah, I have a history.
What about now? You're not dating right now?
Right now, I'm chilling. Like, for me, it's like, I don't care. Like, I'm dating 50, 60. I'm dating 24, 25.
60-year-old women?
Yeah, they're fun.
You just want to be taken care of.
No. No, it's like I like the youthful nature of like 60-year-old women. Like, whenever they're having fun with me, it's like fun. Like, we're having fun. We're able to enjoy ourselves. We're able to dance.
where do you
plus, they
meet
teach
them?
me different things. What do you mean, where did I meet them?
Tinder?
At a bar.
Oh, really?
Hell no, not Tinder.
You're not on any of them?
I don't have a Tinder face. Like, so my attractiveness comes from like my personality. So I will never be good in like
Yeah, you're right.
online dating areas. I'm just
you
not
do have
there.
to have like a...
Yeah.
You have to get to know me, and then once you know me, like, oh my God, there's just something, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, but still, you have the advantage of like you're 6'3".
Yeah,
Or
dude.
6.
I'm 6'2", dog.
Oh, never mind. You're a midget.
Yeah, I really am. Like, no, because here's the thing. I hate that because like I'll have dudes that be like, "Man, bro, you're like 6'5", right? 6'4", and they're like, "Yeah, because I'm 6'2". You're not 6'2", man. No. And I'm always like, "No, dog, I'm 5'11". I lied. I'm shorter than that because I know you're lying to me. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Why are we pretending for the people around us? Like, let's just chill out.
You should have just like a measuring tape on you at all times.
Just to like,
But
just
one of those ones that
Really, let's try
tailors
it.
you, so you can be like, all right, and then just drop
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Come stand next to this thing right here.
Because, but that's my favorite thing because I've dated women that were. Oh, you're break.
Oh no, I'm just checking.
Oh, so
Right.
I've dated a woman that was 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", right? And for me, taller women, shorter women, it doesn't matter. But like, I love when a taller woman says to me, "You're actually 6'2". And I was like, "Yeah," And then they're looking at me and they're like, every dude has lied. I was like, I know.
Damn.
Here's the thing. I've gotten it beat into me that I'm a short man.
You?
Yeah, because my brothers and everybody
Oh.
else. Even my pops like, hey, short. My cousin John.
Is he tall?
My pops is tall. My pops is 6'5".
Oh my God.
So like being the short one in the family, it's like I don't even care about height anymore. And then I come to the real world, and they're like, "You're so tall," and I'm like, "No, I'm not."
But you're super tall.
No,
I'm not.
no, fuck, I'm not. And I don't think height. I hate when people have their personality. You've dated men that their whole personality was just their fucking height, and they're just bricks of human beings. Like
I
it
haven't.
makes zero sense as a person.
Facts.
You haven't? You've never dated a tall man in your life?
She likes shorter dudes.
My
Not shorter, but
husband
same
is
height.
like an inch taller than me.
Shit. Wait, you're 5'3", right?
Bitch.
No.
Look at how offended you got when I said that. Like I was kidding.
You're what, 5'6"?
Yeah.
5'6", he's 5'7". That's my mother's height. My mom's
What,
5'7".
5'7"?
Yeah, my mom is
Yeah.
5'7".
I love
Were
being
all of
tall.
y'all big babies?
Yeah, except for my sister, and my sister's was pretty small.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was a 10-pound baby.
Oh, okay.
Why you say it like
I was 10 too.
but
I was
juicy
very
babies?
skinny and very long.
Yeah, people say juicy babies.
Just as a woman has born
Birth.
children, to think of all my babies have been 5-6 pounds. So to think of a 10-pound baby coming out of you is insane.
That's why I like women that have yams. And hip placement has to be a little wide. Because I know the babies that we produce in our family, giants.
Yeah.
Very big babies. We give very big babies. Like when I talked to my mom, she said, "Yeah, I did it in the village and I popped you out." I was like, "There was no doctor?" She was like, "Yeah, I took you to the doctor later." And I'm like, "Yo, that's some gangster shit."
That's crazy.
I had a big ass head.
No, but also like the way that we practice
Oh yeah. No,
labor in the United States, it's safer the way that people not in the United States do it, because it's like they want us on our backs, dude. They want us on our backs, and that's not how you
should be on all fours.
You should be on all fours.
Like a cow?
Like a cow.
Because that's like, think about it. Where does it normally come out? How is it naturally going to come out? If you're fucking laid back.
But if you're like this,
You're
right?
going
And then
against
your
gravity.
legs are up like this, the pubic is like resting up
Pushed
against
up.
your back.
Oh, okay.
So if it's all fours, you can expand it a little bit more like this.
Just say it. You listening? That's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, as you should. I would say get a midwife, because like even
Yeah.
when we were back home, like so my mom was having it, right? So my grandmother, she's a great midwife, because there was a point that like my brother wasn't like pooping and he was going through it. And so what she said, she was like, get hot water and take the baby, and I'm gonna show you what to do. So she grabbed my brother. It was my brother or it was me, something. So she comes in, she takes it, gives me a shower, and I'm in the hot water, and she just does that. And that's when I instantly just started pooping again, because I had blockage. And there's just like certain remedies that they have had for
There's
thousands of years.
massages that you can do on
Yeah.
like the belly and
You
stuff.
remember when grandma, because our grandma was kind of like the same way. So what she would do is like we would be like bloated or whatever, like we'd have too much soda or whatever, and then she would massage our backs, and then she would pinch the center of it and pull. And bop, bop, bop. Took care of it immediately.
Yeah.
It's just an insane.
I think that was also for constipation,
Yeah.
probably.
It's an insane
Because I'm
thing
hella
that they know.
constipated.
Now that I wish I had my grandmother, because like she would just do stuff, and I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" She would put my feet in onions or something, or like do certain things
Yeah.
that would instantly like just cure me of certain ailments, and I'm like, "What the hell?" Or she would like put honey on top of like onions and like let it
Yeah.
ferment.
That reminds me of holes. Didn't they do that in holes?
No, not onions. My bad. Garlic. And
Garlic,
honey.
okay.
My bad. But yeah, exactly. Like there are just certain remedies that family have passed down, because they're actually antibiotics or different things that have always been there. But what has happened, I remember I did some research on it. So basically, midwives were more popular than actual doctors in the
Physicians,
United States, and they were having a higher success rate. So a lot of the midwives became illegal, because they were helping, for example, black women had a less
The
likelihood
least,
of mortality rate, infant mortality rate, or even the death of the mother was way less whenever they had midwives. We were just talking about it earlier. Damn, everything comes full circle, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like when you would do that, and then my mother was talking about it, she was like, there's certain things that like kind of saved me even when I was in the hospital that I would do, because her mother or my grandmother taught her that.
Yeah.
And it's like a blessing, but also I think these alternative versions of like health and everything wellness, that should be like a normal thing that these schools should be studying. But no, they believe that they know everything and end all be all. And they're like, oh, these are just fancy remedies.
It's Western medicine and it's not.
It's not the end all be all.
Yeah.
But it also comes back to like, if like how you were saying your grandmother taught your mother, these are remedies that could be taught in the house, like from woman to woman or even from like women to men.
Exactly.
For a doctor, you got to pay for that medical school.
Exactly.
So if you start taking away that shit, like everybody's like, oh, I don't have to go to the doctor. I got onions and garlic at the house. Just put that shit in the sock. Do whatever you got to do.
A lot of these dudes, the reason why they don't trust doctors is because their wives were the ones that were also the women that knew the medicine remedies. The wives would give them stuff and be able to like give them the taking care of part. Because like they would provide, right? They would do whatever the fuck they need to do, and their wives would be able to know what was wrong with them instantly and like take care of them.
Yeah.
Because they've seen it before.
Exactly.
Because they saw their mother do it to their father.
And I think that's a lot of the theory of what's going on now, where like you're like, oh, men never go to the doctor. Yeah, because
we had a doctor at
Abuelita
home.
was able to take care of grandpa. Now you can't because motherfuckers never was passed down, and also they banned it to the point where like school systems literally indoctrinate people to like not be able to get their. Because let's be honest with yourself, your genetics, my genetics, his genetics, we all have similar genetics. Even when what you eat should be different than what I eat. Like you should be able to like eat. They're doing it now where science is realizing that certain people can only eat certain things and certain people can only have certain diets. Duh. Like obviously, like
But you
the
mean certain
food.
people like certain races, like black people? Or
Yes, like we
Yeah.
shouldn't be eating as much sugar and fucking what's called, and it's causing people to die at a younger age. Well, duh, I shouldn't be eating what a motherfucker that was from Europe should be eating.
Yeah,
I'm from the fucking hot sun of Sudan.
It's in our DNA. It's something that's like in our bodies. It's like from where we're from, like the plants that were in that region, the animals that are in that region. It's like it's in our DNA. It's forever ago.
It's innate. Like I can eat Spanish food and be chilling. I try to eat some haggis.
Ugh.
I'm blowing myself out of the goddamn water. My stomach's
Where
like.
did you try haggis?
I mean, it was. I ain't gonna hold you. It was fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
But
Like I told you, I have a very, very extensive dating.
Oh yeah.
history. I mean, wild. Like here's the thing. I want to experience the world before I experience the world with my wife in the future. I believe whenever I get married, we will be able to be like, I went to here, I went to here, I went to this.
Okay.
So I want to experience woman.
Does your mom ask you like when are you?
Oh, mom.
When are you gonna have your baby?
Yes.
Because you're the oldest.
Yes. Yeah. But here's the thing. I'm 27. So I'm chilling.
No, you should have had like 5 babies by now.
You
Like
got
her.
that right. I should have. You got that right.
How old were you when you had the fifth one?
28?
Brother and sister Sophie.
28? Yeah. No, 29.
That's a bag. Like honestly,
Yeah.
that's a flex. 5 kids.
I'm
at
done.
20.
Yeah.
But that's a flex. Cause like
You
ain't
were
no
damn
way.
You're pregnant for a decade.
Yeah.
Like get in your fucking bag. Talk your shit. You're a fucking mother. Like that's one of the top 10 best things you could ever do on this planet is produce
100%.
some of the best.
Yeah,
I was
never gives me my flowers.
I never do.
I mean, once you become a father, you're like, I'm gonna give her flowers. Cause you're gonna be dealing with that kid like 2 a.m. and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
My sister really did her thing. She really get in the bag. Cause motherhood is crazy. But also, is it as hard as people pretend like it is?
It really isn't.
There you
I'm
go.
here to tell you now.
Would you say that though, if you were 19 just with the first one? Because you
What?
had Axel when you were 19.
Yeah.
Would you say the same thing, or do you feel like at that age you were more inclined to be like, this is the hardest shit that anybody could ever do ever?
No, I think at 19, I think what happens, and I have like friends that were teen moms too, and we just disassociate. We just don't, like, I have memories of my first couple of kids, but it's not like the memories that I experience now with my second litter, because I have 2 litters, right? My first litter, they're already like in elementary, and then my second litter, they're toddlers. So being a mother at 19, the way to survive is just to push that shit down. And when you disassociate, you just don't remember much. So I could tell you that it was the hardest, and I'm sure it was because I was 19, wanting to be out here. And also, like, I felt like...
Wait, what do you mean wanting to be out here?
Like being a hoe.
Wait, you want to... Wait, hold up. Getting that mama wanted to be a hoe back. Because I've always had this theory. Your mama was a hoe. Everybody's mama was a hoe. Because ain't no fucking way she had that many kids and then she wasn't a hoe. Shout out to the hoes because I respect them.
Shout out to the hoes. I'm going to make a t-shirt. Shout out to the hoes.
Because I'm a hoe myself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hoe the hoe. But get in your mother bag and I'll ask you about the hoe thing later.
No, yeah. No, it's just, yeah, at 19, if I had to disassociate that way, it was fucking hard. But it was because of my age. It wasn't necessarily because raising a kid was hard. It was because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Because you didn't. You're a child raising a child.
100%.
But I feel like it would also be the same thing of like a 26 or 27-year-old having their first child because they still haven't experienced that, and also they've experienced their early 20s of just like I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. You know?
But they've already like their brain is already
more developed.
Yeah, like at 9, you don't know the things that you know at 26. At 19, there's no possible way.
When you're 25 is when it hits you. I think for dudes, like I remember one time I hit up 25 and then I was like, holy shit.
Man.
But even at 27, I look at myself at 25. I was like, he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it's because you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know. That's the real world we live in. Like the truth of it is, like a lot of the times, like parenthood started way early back in the day. Me motherfucker was 16.
That's why we were all fucked. That's why like all our parents are all fucked because didn't nobody know. And then also there wasn't like contraception or it wasn't affordable or they just didn't know how to use it or whatever. So they had all these kids, but they never like grew mentally.
What you were going through of disassociation is what everybody was going through just on
back
the regular.
In the day, yeah.
Because it was like, especially we're
Violence.
like we grew up Catholic, so like but not like really going to church, but our parents did.
Yeah.
You know, so their parents were like, oh shit, like our mom is one of 5, our dad is one of 7.
Yeah.
So my parents converted. I remember when I first came to
Catholicism?
America. So they were Catholic at first. We used to go to St. Patrick's. Like it was up the street.
Party. That's a real party church. Go on.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you kind of might be right. My brother ended up going. He went to school in a mostly Catholic school, and then he won state championship. Did all that stuff over there at the Catholic schools. But like, my mom was like, you know what? Let's go somewhere else for like church. So we ended up going to a non-denominational church. Even though I'm agnostic now, I will say those spiritual values and like the therapy that happened because of like going to those places, I've realized were already practices that were practiced by indigenous people. So we were talking earlier about how like there's indigenous practices and there are certain things that help save people. Church, therapy was originally just men getting together and having conversations post-war, post-PTSD before they got with their wives, and they would just talk out what they were hurting about. Then women would have women powwows or whatever, where they'd be around, they would talk. And they would like express what the fuck was going on because they were going through war, they were going through traumatic events, but they knew how to handle them because of that history. Like our parents didn't get that, but they were 16 having kids, right?
Yeah.
17 having kids. They were super young, but that was just a normal thing. But they had like a support system and a community that helped out a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't have the community. So when you said you disassociated, it's because you had to dissociate because you didn't have the community where you could just be like, I'm dealing with this with my kid.
100%. And also too, like being a mom in like 2011 and watching that show Teen Mom. Remember Teen Mom? And it was like so shameful. Like there was so much shame that came with being a teen mom that then you also had to like overcompensate. So like I could have had.
Can I say it's just white shame?
Yeah, 100%.
Because like Africans, we celebrate that shit. You had a kid baby. Now, like, you've officially gotten into womanhood.
Yeah.
At this point, we need to celebrate the child's life. Now is the time for the child and celebrate you as mother and upheaving you.
But you're 100%. It is white shame, 100%. Because
because honestly, like our older cousins, like one of them had a kid around the same age as like she did, 19, 18. But we were kids at the time. We were just like, oh, okay, you just have kids at a young age.
Yeah,
it's
what
like
we
white
knew.
people that are like, oh no, you have to go to college first. You have to get married, and then you like that's more of a white person thing. But like.
I know some NFL players that had kids at 16, 17. They balled out, went to college. They were able to take care of these kids because they had a community around them that took care of these kids, and now they balling out.
Yeah.
That's just the family. Like, if you have family structure, I think is not necessarily a weird thing that the United States supports as much. It's all about individualism, not family.
100%.
Well, that goes back to like the Black Panthers. Because if you start thinking about it, like the reason that who was the fucking J. Edgar Hoover, the reason that he wanted to come
that
in,
Negro, that light skinned Negro, that was a whole
J. Edgar Hoover, he was the head of the FBI at the time, and he wanted to go in and destroy the black family unit. That's why they started removing like industrialized industrialized communities, because in like the 50s and the 60s you can just graduate high school or not even graduate high school and just go work at the factory and have like a good time.
do a trade. You can just be an apprentice and learn from there from when you're 16.
And then you could graduate high school and be like, oh well, in high school I learned how to become a mechanic, I learned how to do HVAC, I learned how to do, like, girls did nail tech and like nursing and shit.
They took
school.
out.
They took shop, they took home care, and they took away fucking, like, he was just talking about the
nursing, and they have like nursing programs and shit. Home ec.
Yeah.
I do. So right now I'm HVAC and I do that stuff. Like I'm working for an HVAC company right
My
now.
husband does HVAC.
Super dope. Wait, does he do it for Milestone?
Huh?
He should go to Milestone. They pay like a bag.
No way.
Nah, he does his own.
Yeah, it's residential.
Yeah. Milestone pays the bag.
You work with him?
Yeah, I work with Milestone right now.
Nice.
I broke my ankle in the middle of HVAC school. So now I'm chilling, and then I got to go back to school next semester. But anyways, what were we talking about earlier?
We were talking about how they started taking out programs in school where
they
you
specifically
could
talk about it because like
trades.
So I was watching They Clone Tyrone last night.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. That's with Jamie Foxx, right?
Watch it.
Is it really good?
Literally what we just talked about. It is
watch
amazing. Like Jamie Foxx is a pimp. Yo. Oh my God. Like it's one of, like, I was watching. I was gone. I was drunk. I was with the girl chilling. With the homegirl, with the homeboy, with the other homeboy, right? We were just watching it. I was like, is this movie about us? Obviously. They Clone Tyrone. But every single time I watched it, it was like, and even the ending, I was like, oh, this director, this kid, whoever wrote it, it was the director and like the co-writer. That is a classic. Mm-hmm. Like I watched it and I was like, oh, this is a hood classic. Like it's in the way of like Get Out.
Oh, damn.
And like, but it's such a good comedy / it's a good satire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I promise you, watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Probably shouldn't have given it that. No, it's independent. Okay, so I'm allowed to like flex on independent. It's an independent film. You watch it.
We gotta watch it. Talk about it on the next part.
Check it out.
Or watch it in theaters, honestly. Because like the way that they did the cinematography on the thing, je ne sais quoi, very, very good.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. Anyways, but yeah, we were talking about the specific way that they attacked communities. They attacked brown and black communities with what way? Drugs.
Drogas.
They looked at it as crazy when we said, oh, it's the government that's behind this, and then you hear an article about it. And then now they even look at us crazy when we talk about it's probably the government and they're coming against us, right? But it's such a strange thing what they've done. The government has done COINTELPRO. You remember the program by the CIA, right?
Yeah.
Which is specifically designed media to go against other media to make people who are actually hearing the truth and seeing the truth to look crazy.
Yeah.
So what do you get? You get QAnon. You get like these weird right-winged, or even not even right-wing, left or right-wing fucking
Yeah, it's QAnon
version.
and then it's Antifa. It's like...
What's that one with
twist
the mask?
Ideals.
Is that one
masks?
too?
Anonymous?
Oh, Anonymous?
Anonymous? Is that?
Anonymous might be that. Because like the way that Anonymous works, it makes no sense. Because if they were really hackers that were trying to do good for as much as they are and as great as they are, how come they've never released the Jeffrey Epstein list? How come they've never released certain files that you're like, yeah, well, let's see it?
Or that list with all the people that are connected to the Clintons, like all the people that have died. QAnon never did any of that. But you could also be like, oh, well, QAnon is not like necessarily the faction, but it's like the leaders that lead to Antifa, that lead to Proud Boys, that lead to like all
It's
these
like
other
that
groups.
movie that's being released, The Sound of Silence or The Sound of whatever.
The sound.
Oh, yeah, with the
Sound of
human
touch.
trafficking.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. How come that movie never tells the truth about the border? The black and brown kids that are already being trafficked over here, how many missing black and brown kids are always happening, and how come that's coming around the rest of the world? How come they don't talk about the slavery that's going on in East Africa or all of Africa right now? How come they don't, like, it's such a strange thing because it's always like targeted on going against the LGBTQ and like,
Well, because it is Christian based. Like the people, they are Christian. It's a Christian like movie.
one of the best trafficking networks of Christianity. Like, but I wouldn't call them Christians though.
Well,
I would call
no,
them
not
the
in like.
farce of Christianity, because I've met Christians who really are about their stuff. The true Christians, the people who are really about Christianity, would never fall for crap like that. They'll look at you like you're stupid. They'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah. But that's like what we know Christians to be. Also because of media.
Propaganda.
Yeah. But I feel like the media really got to like going back to like the young mothers because of that show Teen Mom. It's like that I wasn't able to have my community around me because of that show and because of like the negativity around teen moms. So I like overcompensated and like pushed people out because I can do this shit on my own and I don't need anybody, and watch me like be a good mom at 19, not knowing anything because of that. Because of media, because of propaganda against teen mothers.
My sister is 19. She's a basketball player right now. If she ever got pregnant, I'm going to look at her dead in the eye and be like, we're going to take care of your baby. Keep balling out. Get your degree. Yeah. Because I'll be damned if you do it alone. That's terrifying for a sister.
Yeah.
Like, you have a baby.
And I was lucky because I had my brother. I've been with my husband since 16. My mom has always supported me. His family has always supported us. All of our family has always supported. Like, I have my cousin that every time I got pregnant, like the happiest for me, and like
you're blessed.
Yeah, and like not allowing like that, negativity. But that's like our culture. Like that's our people. Like it's shameful here in the U.S. or whatever, right? Shameful, but. That's our people.
How do you keep getting in?
You know? She's so skinny. What do you think?
Look at it.
She's jailbreaking. Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
But you're talking facts. Because like when I talk about it, like 16 and like 17 having a kid is like normal at motherland, right? Let's say motherland. Like, I'm talking about Sudan, right? When I go over there.
Go ahead.
Oh, you about to take the little doggo?
Just leave her here.
No, because Molly's freaking out.
Oh.
It's because she is his other dog's emotional support animal.
Oh, the dog is helping the other dog repeat with being a dog. It's like a dude helping a dude being another dude. You know what I'm saying?
She can't be away from her for that long.
That's adorable. Because like, shout out to like having like dogs. I respect people who could have pets. Because for me,
we have 2 dogs. It's crazy.
ADHD, I be forgetting shit. So like that dog would get annoyed. Because I saw the automatic feeder and I was like, yeah. That would be perfect for me because like sometimes I'll just forget shit.
Yeah.
And if I just have an automatic feeder tell me, okay, this is when you put the food in, I'll be perfect.
No, there's been days where I'm like, did I feed it? Did I feed them? Did I water them? They really are not like babies. Like
they're not.
Like babies will tell you what's up.
Yeah, it's still a dog.
Meanwhile, they're just looking at you like, please guess what I need right now.
I'm hungry. And they just give you like this weird puppy dog eye. And you're like, hey.
You gotta poop?
Speak, nigga.
Ain't nothing in there to poop out.
What you need? We out here. You're not pissing, not drinking. Oh, you're dehydrated. My bad. I forgot to give you water. My bad, dog. And that's why, like, for me, that's why I like cats. Cats are mean.
I hate cats.
Like, I love cats because they just scratch you and be like, yeah, nigga, what's up? This is my place.
Cats. First of all, how dare you? Do you know what the food chain
Cats
is?
Cats are better than
here?
dogs.
100% no.
100% yes, because dogs, their biggest problem, the dogs are like white people. They're in your face all the time. They're super happy. They're like having the best of their lives. And you're just sitting there like, bro, I'm depressed right now. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm trying to deal with any of this shit. It's like post-comedy. That's what I feel like. So cats are like white people. Dogs are like white people, and then cats are like every other colored person. Cats will occasionally be like, hey, man, you did good. Oh, damn. You did good. We like you. And then they'll leave. White people are like, oh, my God, how long have you been doing comedy? We love the set. Let's get in contact. Let's do all this other stuff. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get out of my fucking face, I'm talking to somebody right here. I'm trying to have a fucking cigarette, and you coming up on me and happy. Dogs are white people. Cats are colored people. And I like them because they get their food, they chill, and they know to respect your boundaries.
Yeah.
I can't deal with any type of animal that thinks that they're gonna come and scratch me, and I'm not gonna do nothing back to them. Like, it's tit for tat over here. I don't know what.
No! Don't get it twisted. You got to scratch back. You got to teach it.
I will pop it, that fucking animal.
But it's not like pop it. But you just got to give them the same.
Yeah, like push him away.
Yeah. But that's how a cat respects you. But then I got to deal
with this fucking scratch.
Bro, I
hate being scratched.
I had a cat do muffins on me the other day, bro. They were getting the thigh meat.
Oh, hell no.
They're trying to
they were kneading?
They're kneading, yeah. But but that motherfucker got me in the thigh meat. I said, bitch, get off me, nigga. When it got the meat, and And then she looked at me, and then she knew.
All right.
She knew what's up.
I know where the
That's
line
why I
is.
fuck with cats.
Real recognize.
Dogs, come on, just fuck up you. Like I've gotten slapped by a dog's fucking tail and then put his paw on my face. I'm like, this is an abusive relationship with an idiot. Like,
it happens.
this is a short bus animal. Like that's what dogs are. Dogs are short bus animals. Cats are regular. Sorry, I'm be real.
I think Shane Gillis has that bit that cats are autistic and dogs are Down syndrome. No, wait. Yeah. Cats are autistic and dogs are Down syndrome.
So he says both of them are still short bus?
Yeah, both of them are short bus.
That's a perfect description.
But the cats are just like by themselves. They're chilling.
Yes.
They don't really fuck with anybody.
Like,
and then dogs are just like
cats.
always happy.
But maybe that's because I might be slightly autistic. Like that's not like cats because I'm like
real recognize real.
because cats they'll get like super supportive at certain periods of time and they'll rock with you and I'm like let's rock with each other right now. And then afterwards I'm like bye.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna worry
We had a cat when we had first moved in together, and every day I would get home, she'd be on the counter, and then I just like boop her nose a little bit, and then just do whatever I was doing, cooking, cleaning, blah, 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 and then I would sit down, like we would sit down to eat, and then she would chill with us.
Exactly.
Like, sitting on the couch, just chilling.
That is a supportive, healthy relationship.
Yeah, because it's like you're over there, I'm over here, like it's all cool.
Dogs are fucking sociopaths.
Yeah, so they're just dumb.
They're just dumb.
They're just
Nah.
dumb. I'd rather deal with a dumb dog than a mean cat.
You know what it is? It's because dogs have my personality when it comes to like dating, and I don't like that.
Wait, what?
Right? Like so, dogs are like my when it comes to my interpersonal relationships. I need to be the dog.
The dummy?
I need to be the dumb one. I need to be the dumb one because I like being. I like
spoken
playing
about
dumb.
so much shit. You can't. Okay, you're playing dumb. Though,
but
all the shit we've spoken about on this podcast, I'm like, bro, you're not a dog.
I enjoy being dumb because I want to like come
Just
on.
relax.
Be like-
you
I
don't
like-
want
I
to
like
be
being-
the one to like have to think.
I like being a little spoon. Like
Oh, I love being a little.
I
spoon,
like
dude.
being.
It's fucking
I'm
awesome.
6'2", but I like a woman that could just
Dude.
even if she's small, even if she's big, I just want to be the little spoon. Come on.
Yeah.
Let me be happy with you for a little bit. Like obviously the times that I gotta take care of you, I'm gonna take care of you. But like let me be stupid.
Yeah, because the majority of the time you're gonna be doing the taking care. So sometimes let me cuddle up right here real quick.
When I get off work, I just want to be like, hey babe, I need you to rub my ball spot. Like, I want to be able to chill. Like come on, I want to be the dog. And then I don't want to have another motherfucker that's competing for her attention. At least with a cat, they be like, oh, they got that.
Damn, you're never going to be a dad.
What do you mean? I'm gonna be a perfect dad. Like I've taken care of kids since I was 7.
Oh shit!
I was old
yeah,
enough.
your kids.
Yeah. I've always taken care of kids. No, I'm definitely gonna be a father. My main goal is to have 5.
5 is a good number.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Damn,
Like
hell no.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I want like a fucking unit, but I want to be old when I get a unit. Like I want to be like at
You're
the
just going to be
end.
sitting on the couch, not even.
I want to be 38, 39, 40, 50, 45.
When you start? Or?
Yeah. Because I'm taking steroids and also these new genetic things are reversing aging. So like statistically speaking, I think it was something. It was an article that was talking about how like us now, we're probably going to be the oldest generation ever. Like we're probably going to live to 150, 160, 175.
Oh, fuck
Because of
no.
what we're
Kill
gonna
me at
have.
80.
Because we're going to be able to like reverse aging. So like you can get back to your 35, 25, 27-year-old body.
mind.
I'm about to be a hoeing with my wife.
I'm with
Open
my
relationship
wife.
game.
Whatever.
Open relationship gang. Fuck you mean?
I'm going to be out here hoeing.
We gonna be out.
So do like 50
here.
years of like it's just us, and then do like
yeah,
the
and
next
then like
50 years.
yeah,
just
do the
like,
50 years,
come
and
on.
then they're like, oh, young serum. I'm like, babe, I know
It's time.
It's time. Let's
Okay.
go.
Both
let's go
of us.
ball
I'm
out.
gonna take this shit, tighten up
Our
everything.
kids are gonna be fucking old, and we're gonna be
Yeah.
like as young as our kids, and we're gonna look at them and be like, yeah, bitch.
No, you're
Now
going
you-
to be taking care of them.
Now you're gonna see how
Oh, the
how your daddy used
How
to
daddy
move.
used to pop.
Yeah. And me, like I want to
You
be
can see
able
your
to.
mama throw it back.
Terrible. Mama had yams. The yams are back.
This is how she trapped me in the club.
Just this is how my 20-year-old hips and ankles used to move. Like I want to do shit like that with my wife because it's like a dog. Like at the end of the day, we only have so much limited time.
Yeah.
But once we get that time, I'm taking all the steroids. I'm gonna be the buffest 50-year-old you ever fucking seen in your goddamn life. I'm taking all the juice.
And you're going to be tall as hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's just the whole point. Because I had a conversation with my homegirl the other day, and I was like, "Yo, dog, if we was chilling, you and me would be together." And she was like, "Yeah, you're right." But I was like, You know, and I know that we're both too much of hoes to like be together.
Well, actually, that could be the perfect scenario.
No, it wouldn't, because I'm jealous. We can't do no open relationship.
Damn.
Unless we go through the 50-year period where I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this.
50 years is done.
I'm getting tired. Because like, I'm a jealous asshole. Like when it comes to certain stuff, like, oh, I mean, if she was with a woman, that's different though. That's God bless it. God bless the bisexuals, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
God, that got a little too fucking honest. My bad.
You did.
No, but like.
We're already way past halfway on that drink.
No.
Oh, no. I'm chilling right now. That was apple juice the whole time.
The other one is the liquor.
Doesn't even look like apple juice.
Yeah, the clear one was the clear one was definitely.
It was just vodka.
Because you thought it was watered on.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Let me smell it.
No. I do not want to be judged for my fucking.
We're way past that.
Yeah.
Oh, but nah, I fucks with y'all. Y'all my peoples. I fuck with everything and all that. But anyways, what's the next topic?
I think we're good, dude. How long?
We're at 125. Let's do another like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will ask y'all. So, what made y'all decide to start this podcast?
She just likes attention and dragged me into this shit.
Pretty much.
Nah, oldest
Yeah.
superiority.
No, like, because we've always, not until we were like in middle school years, high school years, but we've always like had like such a good banter. Obviously, you know, because, you know, we're siblings.
Yeah.
You know?
Y'all get in your bag. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
It reminds me of me and my sister. We were mean as hell to each other.
Yeah. I think that was kind of what we thought like the appeal would be. Because I don't really know of any other like brother sister podcasts. I know brother podcasts, but I mean,
Yeah. And then like we also talk about sex a lot, which is something that is not seen
it's
often. Like when like two siblings, whether it's two boys, two girls, or a boy and a girl.
I think probably two boys are like, oh, I fucked this bitch Katie.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I fucked her last week. Oh,
That's wait.
Yeah.
Brother, sister, bisexual?
What? No.
No. I thought y'all both fucked Katie together. I was like, oh my God, that's terrifying.
I heard this story.
That scares me.
Dude, my little cousin told me this crazy ass story about how when he was in high school, he's like 10 years younger, but like when he was in high school, he knew a chick that got like she fucked the entire baseball team, and then her brother fucked half.
Oh, shout out to the baseball team for being gender inclusive. Nigga, that's a baseball team. They all in love. Half of them at least in love with the balls.
I love it.
Yeah, dude. So they were like Eskimo brothers.
Ew.
But it was a
Eskimo brother and sister.
Yeah.
No, they're
Eskimo
siblings, but they're also Eskimo siblings. Because I am Eskimo cousins with the homie, but that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
We had no. Let me
You don't have to go any further.
But so you were just saying that, and I was having the same conversation with my brother the other day, and I was like, dog, y'all should go at like fucking toxic gender fucking culture.
Like gender roles and shit?
Like, no, like even like when you see those dumbass TikToks or like those dumbass podcasts where there's like men versus women shit.
Oh,
y'all
like
should eat them
Andrew
up.
Tate. Yeah.
Y'all should fucking tear them bitches apart. Like get a clip and then go off on them. Because I promise y'all.
I don't know. I believe
both
in a
of
lot
y'all.
Shit they say.
No, we don't.
Damn, nigga, I thought we was cool, Riley. Maybe I'm part of the feminist mob that's going against men.
It's so fucking dumb, dude. Even if like, and then also the people that listen to it are like, they're making a lot of sense. Like, no, they're fucking not, dude. You're just not thinking like for yourself. You're just like, it's just people that are following this shit. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple of them that are like, you need to be a disciplined person.
Yeah.
You need to like take care of yourself, take care of your family. Like, that's the good shit. It's the shit that like, you want to tear women down in the process. And that's fucking stupid because the more you tear, that's half of society that you're tearing down.
But here's the problem with that. They're specifically targeted at young
men.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting these, because remember yourself at 14, 13, 12.
That's what it is. It's just a 14-year-old mentality. I say that all the time. It's somebody that never stopped growing past the age of 14. Oh, I got women, I got cars, I got money. Like, that's all you
Imagine
got.
somebody that was 14 whenever they first had a kid. They're PTSD'd into still having that same mentality. So you got these men. They're fucking 60-year-old men with a 14-year-old mentality. And I've seen it so many times because I've worked in so many places, especially with security and all that shit. And I look back and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you view women as people?
No, they don't.
But I would say the other side though, they've recently started getting in their bag though. The femcells.
Themselves.
They've been getting in
what do
their
you
bag.
mean?
Because like I remember seeing men don't have emotions. They don't understand the love. I remember it was like
There was this one clip I saw where she was saying that men are not fit to lead.
yeah.
Did you see that one?
I love her.
I love that one. I was like, you're so
watching her
right,
shit.
bitch. You're so right.
Yeah, you would say that. I be watching her shit. I feel like, oh no, she in a bag. Because she the type of woman that
That's
I would
not
date.
that white chick. That's not that white chick. Is it?
Nah, black shawty. She older. So she be
okay.
like, men don't deserve it. I'm like, yeah, we don't.
Damn right, baby.
Because you know what the problem with it is? She's a submissive woman. This sounds really crazy the
That
way that I'm
does.
saying it. Meaning that like she needs like a dude that's gonna be able to take all that verbally, right? But in normally in like vulnerable situations, she's probably super submissive. So she's very much a giver. So she's a giver that's been taken advantage of for a long time to where she's had to make a shell of like anger. And that's what these kids and these men are doing the same thing. These dudes are givers who have had to make that shell of hardness so that they can get women they can take advantage of with cash or they can take advantage of with that. So it's like a flipping of the same thing. Like it's the same opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh no, yo,
it's
oh, destroy that shit.
Like their argument is always that like women are doing these things, like this generation of women, all they care about is just like trying to find a man that has money, trying to like get their bag through OnlyFans and all shit like that. When it's just a very
shout out to women that get the bag from OnlyFans because like some of y'all are really cool people.
100%.
we do not support sex workers on this
We
podcast.
actually
I've said
do
it. I've
support
said it
sex
multiple
workers.
times. We do not.
He's a whole lie. 'Cause he probably got like 3 OnlyFans submissions right the fuck up.
Absolutely not.
Let's go to the credit history.
I look for them later on Reddit.
That is terrible. Shout out to the homegirl that's really in her.
That's a 5-minute hack.
Shout out to my stripper homegirl. Shout out to my OnlyFans homegirl.
Yeah, shout out to
all
the
them.
shout out
They my
to every
peoples.
sex worker.
Shout out to my stripper homeboys out there really struggling.
First off, the stripper homeboy was getting their bag. I'm old Asian men, old white men. They be giving the grip to those strippers. I'm not gonna lie to you.
the men.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, like old stripper men or old men that
Old
are
men
like
likes
getting old
young
men
boys
strippers?
strippers.
Not young boy. Why you gotta call
you know
them
what
boys?
I mean, as opposed
Jesus
to old
Christ.
men.
These ain't boys.
Young guys.
These just split 5 black dudes. Like you call them boys? That's a wild.
God damn. Carlos, cut that.
Fuck.
That's just
Y'all be putting words on my mouth.
I mean, look,
That always happens.
I know.
Just stop saying bad things.
Nah, because like I swear I would hope that y'all would get at them motherfuckers because it's such a weird thing because even both of y'all's conversation y'all still view things differently but different enough to where you're actually catering to understanding what it is to be a man, what it is to be a woman, and what is the difference of opinion. There will just always be difference of opinions because I'm gonna be real with you. Do I think that men don't have emotional understanding? We do. But do I think that men need to be less emotional than women? I do believe that.
Yeah.
Because as a man, you do need to understand how to emotionally cut yourself off for a little bit to provide and protect and do all the stuff that you need to do, right? But at the same time, you have to allow your wife to get into her masculine bag too. Because she has to learn how to provide and protect just in case you die.
Can I tell you something? Like there was a big old like trend on TikTok, right? Where it's kind of like that, but it's like, I need to be like, I need to get into my feminine energy. I need to like be feminine, blah, blah, blah. I never...
Like men saying that or women saying that?
I never understood that. I am such a masculine woman.
But nah, you're very feminine. Like,
I am, but like the way that I portray myself to the world, like I'm just like, I don't even know if it's masculine. Maybe just like
no, you're
confident,
just
or I don't know.
You're a very
here's the
feminine
problem.
person.
Here's the problem. Masculine and feminine aren't gender exclusive.
But that's the thing. It's like that's what women were saying. It's like I can't be feminine because I have to be masculine because of the men that don't allow me to be feminine. Like be feminine.
It might be in like their careers where they're like if they're like
no,
lawyers
like in
or some shit.
relationships specifically.
Don't get me started on lawyers.
Because it goes back to that where like women have to work like 9 to
I love
5
them,
jobs. Who?
I love lawyers
Lawyers? Oh.
because I like women that can manipulate me.
I'm a Cancer.
And I let heart broke by that was
the first girl?
No, that was like the third Spanish woman.
Ah.
She broke my heart like a fucking brick because she was a Cancer. But not that. But with lawyers, I've learned to like I allow people to manipulate me and see where they're taking me and see if they're doing it for like good or if they're just trying to be poisonous. So I'll check how they're manipulating me. And then within like the first 3 months, I'm like, oh, you were bad. Or, oh, you're a genuinely good person and you're just trying to get me to be better.
That's the thing.
And that's why I love on a woman that like manipulates me for the perfect reason. Because I'm going to be doing the same thing to be positive.
Manipulated because they're stupid as fuck.
I think all people need to be manipulated.
I think men and women. Because women, y'all have a tendency to allow male fucking perception and dumbness. Like you think that a man is dumb, but he's manipulating you too. He's being a himbo himself.
Yeah.
Like I'm the definition of that. Like I'll play dumb.
No, that's weaponizing competence.
No, because I'm still competent whenever I need to be. Right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is you're being incompetent on
certain
purpose.
topics. Yeah. Because I want to know if you're a fucking. If I'm dating a white girl and she's a Republican, I gotta know if you are a Republican that don't like niggas, or if you're a Republican that don't like NEER. Yeah, if you super racist or if you just super racist, gotta get in that bag. Gotta know what you're doing. See, weaponizing competence for a good reason. Now you're looking at it differently. Now you're like, oh, men might be right.
You know, we always are right about every single thing.
Clip it.
That's
the only thing this episode.
Only thing I will say this is like cheating though. Nah, I can't fuck with that.
What?
I'll never fuck with cheating.
Cheating?
No.
I'll never fuck with cheating. Like that's not
there were some clips that were coming out where women were saying like, yeah, I cheated.
Yeah, because y'all are better at it. Women cheat more.
Yeah.
Because I've been a side dude for a long time.
Women cheat longer. Like women's cheating starts.
Tell me about it.
We're not gonna talk about that right now. What were you about to say, bro?
I was saying that women cheat for longer than men because
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think men cheat longer.
No, I'm saying where it starts because usually for men where it starts is all sexual, where it's like we're talking and then boom, immediately get into it.
Oh, you're talking about longer damage emotionally?
Yeah.
Oh,
women started where it's like, oh, this is my coworker. You know, like this. No, you don't think so? I think so.
I think the emotional damage for women is like you're telling your wife that I find you attractive, but I'm finding somebody that's just as attractive as you, if not
more.
And I'm going for her. Because like, think about the emotional extent that a man has to go through to be like, okay, I've valued you for so long, but I'm going to cheat on you because I just want to sexually gratify myself. I'm saying you're not gratifying enough for just me. I needed to search something outside. I didn't ask you if we could do some king play. I didn't ask you to tie me the fuck up, slap me in the face. But I would rather have this woman do that shit. Well, I know it sounds fucking wild when I'm saying that shit like that, but it's like the truth. Like you telling me you can't spice it up with your girl?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's more surface level of just like
it's. That's not surface level.
You don't think that's? I think
that's the intimacy of intimacies. Sex.
No, yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Sex is the most intimate thing that you can do with somebody.
Yeah, but I'm saying that like
if you love somebody, that's sex is.
I see sex. Maybe I shouldn't say this.
No, get in your bag.
I just think like it's so like sex is like it's animalistic. Like, you know what I mean? It's
like it's primal.
It's like whatever now, but like. Intimacy is being like
intimacy isn't just
it's
sex.
Trusting.
It's
like telling somebody the worst thing about you and like knowing that they're going to like maybe like be like, ooh, that was wrong, like that's fucked up, or just sitting back and letting you vent. But like sex is not. Sex is sex.
So what do y'all think about the Adam 22 situation? If anything else,
I don't think there was anything wrong with it. I think. I would be okay with that.
What was that? Like his girlfriend was getting...
His girlfriend was...
Well, first of all, that's her career.
Yeah, yep. Shout out to her getting that back.
Like that's her livelihood.
Because like I don't know everything about it. I just
so Adam 22 was a podcaster who was like a really dude with the decent
face tattoos and
white dude. Yeah.
No jumper.
Yeah. Like he really does some okay work. To me, he's like Vlad, where like they just take advantage of like dumb rappers. And like get a bag from him.
They do the same thing that Andrew Tate does, but for like the thuggish community, for like the minorities.
Yeah, they do because it's in Spanish. In Spanish, whites and black people. That's all I've ever seen in this podcast.
Except for Adam, he's white.
And then obviously China Mac sometimes. So you'll get like one Asian nigga every other day. Like,
but I don't know if he started off as a porn star.
No, they used to do it together.
They were both they're porn stars, right? And he fucks with women, which like nobody says that. He fucks women.
Here's the problem with that.
But I think
we live in a society that's misogynistic.
100%.
And the truth of it is like, as a man, like, your emotional vulnerability will never be thing. So even if you're emotionally open to your wife being with somebody else, it's never going to be looked at as like
it's
fucking
not okay.
positive.
No,
it's supposed to be something that you keep in secret.
Essentially what happened with Adam, which is like he and his wife agreed that she would do a scene with a man, and it went all over social media, and he was getting
not just a man,
black man.
No, not just big black man. That's my dog right there, because I follow him on TikTok. He's fucking hilarious. One of the better TikTokers. But that's the homie right there.
Yeah, but Adam was getting heat because he had his wife have sex on camera with the man.
With the dude that's on specifically like racialized porn. So like, for example, he's on Blacked.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard of Blacked, anybody's ever heard of Blacked?
Please explain.
No.
Blacked is a I know you know. Like, we've both been. It's a porn site where it's just these big black niggas with like 12-foot fucking yams.
Yeah.
Oh,
yam
so
splitters.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, so these are dudes that are like well endowed, and it's just literally just like women. They have some light-skinned black women, but it's normally like white girls and Spanish girls that are just getting like done, and they called Blacked. So they'll have like 3, 4.
Yeah, it's weird that they use it as like
a whole bunch.
They use black as a verb.
Because it's porn. Weird. Porn is super racist.
But
you know, porn is primal. Like, it's gonna be super racist.
That's what I'm saying. Sex is.
But here's what I have a problem with. Love making and sex are two different things.
Yeah.
And you just made me realize that when you said that.
Because when you cheat, it's sex. When you're with your
not
woman.
always. That's why I was trying to say about some of these men. They will be making love to these girls.
Okay, I'm saying that
because they'll have
somebody
them there
that's like
for
a habitual cheater, though.
Habitual.
I just got to cheat. I'm sorry.
Habitual cheaters are different than somebody that has
those
side
are sex
women.
addicts.
Somebody that has side women, you'll be in love with your side women, and that's why I say dudes will just be as in love as men will be. I mean, as women will be in love with their person that they're with, and also I think women will have just sex to just have sex more because they'll just be like, oh, I had a coworker, we were chilling, and I was like, let me just see that, and they'll just get with him. And then they'll never get with him again because they realize the fucking sex was not what they thought it was, or it was never as emotionally competent as you thought it was. So I think women are better at that, and we will be in love with some of these side chicks.
Honestly,
I don't know. I've never had a side chick.
There's a reason why the side chick is a thing, and when people say side man, it's very, very not talked about.
I 100% agree with what you're saying. 100%, because you like. I think this can only I can only say as a woman. Like, I think women will look at a guy that they work with or whatever, and they're like, oh, he's cute, we have great conversations, like, and this is like 8 hours, but you're not talking to them for the whole 8 hours in a day, right? So you can see them in the break room or whatever, and y'all can have like this nice witty like little banter. But when it comes to like finally, oh, I'm gonna have sex with him and I'm gonna fall in love with him, and then it's just
nothing. Because you realize that they were never that emotionally competent and they were never that great in bed because it didn't have the connection. Because, like, let's be honest with ourselves. I've had, damn, I was about to get into
Go ahead, do it. Why do you do that?
That was bad. Because, like, you've had a girl that you're like, I'm kind of into her. And then, like, you get down there and then, like, her pheromones, like, smell something different to the point where you're like, oh, yeah. No. She's different. Like,
I believe in pheromones.
Like
100%.
where it hits your brain in a different point. You're like, oh no, I got to go ham on her. So when the girls get that situation where you have a man and he didn't hit the same pheromones or whatever the fuck it is, and it's disappointing. You're like, oh, we were never compatible in the fucking first place. We just said things that made our brains think we were, but you're just not it.
Or it was just surface level where we thought you were attracted. Like we both thought we were both attracted to each other.
I think it's also if it's a thing of like y'all are both at work, it's kind of like, oh shit, they make work better, but it's just because work is kind of a shitty situation of like, oh, well, at least I have somebody who could be a friend, but you're confusing friendship for like genuine attraction.
Yes.
And it doesn't help that they are attractive too. And then you have like this.
But it's not always attractive people that are the best sexual partners. I'm going to tell you that for a fact. I've had some beautiful women that I was like, oh no, God.
Because they didn't have to be good at it.
Yeah, it's because they're beautiful. Like,
All they have
like,
is
Yeah, but
that.
no, I've had beautiful women that was in that shit, getting in their bag, but
I
they
bet
were
you
also
anything they were ugly before.
yeah,
They were
that was what I was
ugly
about to say.
before.
Yeah, God damn
That
it.
was me.
Shout out to you, nigga, get in your fucking bag. Like that's what I'm talking about.
They were either ugly or they were fat.
Yeah.
My question for you: Were you ugly? Because she just said she was. Were you ever ugly?
Oh no, dude.
Now
I've
you were a
always been
beautiful
handsome.
fucking asshole.
Nah, I'm
right?
just kidding. Yeah, we can show you actually.
Well,
Bring out the book.
let me get a view.
This is her quinceañera book. This is when I
the
was like,
quinceañera book. First off, that's immaculate.
this is like the fourth time we've been showing this shit. That's her
Nigga,
when she
that's
was
a
15.
Bag. Are you gonna show it on like a camera for them to see?
I don't think we ever have.
You should, because I think the audience would love to see it. Because this is some beautiful ass shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
You should
The
take
white-
pictures of these and like.
The white on white? That's crazy work.
Crazy.
So
That's
this is
wild.
at her church. That's our cousin who was her.
I would have definitely dated your other cousin.
What other cousin?
I don't know. Do you have a cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Selena Quintanilla. Yeah. That's a bag. Yeah, y'all very much have favor.
Like that's our dad and our mom.
First off, this is giving me PTSD of Catholic Church.
Yeah, like that's her, and then our mom and our dad.
Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Pops. He looks like a basic cop, but he is fire.
He does. Never realized that.
He's a good looking brother. That makes sense. You got a great looking father. You get it from me, but you get your hair from your mama.
Yeah, because he actually has kind of like curly hair a little bit, but he never grows it out.
Oh no, he got some Negro in his DNA
Look,
from
that's
Guerrero.
my-
See,
He got some black in Guerrero.
and he
My
loved
cake.
black women.
Yeah, he sure did.
I know your ass love black women too. I can look at somebody's eyes and confidence. There's a weird swagger that a lot of brothers that date black women have. That it's just like
I never dated
like,
a black
yeah.
woman.
You've never dated a black woman?
I messed around with one, but I've never.
Oh damn! Well,
Had a lot of crushes.
You're in a relationship.
I never had the confidence.
Courage, yeah. Like all you have to do is just go. Just you don't need to be scared.
Just
Go.
like freak out.
It's like dating a Spanish woman. Same thing. You just got to be just encourageable,
Don't
and then
give him any
also
advice. He's already about to be married.
also when you get the father, you got to be like, yeah. That's what it is. You have the same unwilling confidence whenever you get the Spanish woman's father.
I never had an issue with parents.
The fathers, they be mad racist. I ain't gonna hold you.
Our dad was racist.
That's how I ended it.
Comically, just for fun.
Yeah, he was at it.
The pops was telling my homie, my boy, he was like, yeah, he was wearing like a 70s outfit and it was like, of a black dude. He was like, why didn't you color your skin? I was like, yo.
Like a genuine suggestion.
I said, yo, that's just normal for y'all black faces, but we suggested, bro, what? That is so fire. I'm sorry.
This is a party for a 15-year-old, dude.
Like, I know.
That's wild.
Quinceañeras are in the bag, though. I'm gonna give
That I firmly believe that quinceañeras were what all
Awesome.
started like fucking
Partying.
getting into parties and shit.
Yeah.
because they awesome. I ain't gonna hold you. My homeboy Juan is like my first, one of my first roommates with me and my cousin from Laredo. That's my dog right there, bro. The Spanish people are my fucking favorite people because my whole life has always been low-key centered around the Spanish people in Texas because like dogs have been the
Ricky when he was
nicest.
little.
That's me. I was 12.
I'm sorry, but you and me would have been, you would have been like a running back for me or something like that. I would have bullied your ass, like friendly
Yeah.
bullying. Like we would have been cool friends, but I would have just been like, bro, you got to get in
He
your
was
bag.
ugly.
I wasn't ugly.
He was ugly.
I was cute as hell. I had mad.
There was a
hoes.
one.
Nah,
I
yeah,
didn't have hoes. I didn't have
Wait, you didn't?
No. Well, I'm like more of a shy, quiet person. So
So
you know.
okay, I'm gonna tell you back to my childhood because it's gonna take back because a dude that looked just like you.
Yeah, we look a lot alike. We all look alike.
No, not racially. I'm gonna read this after because like I think this is the pod. Y'all got me into my bag. Now it's storytelling time,
Go
right?
ahead.
When I was there was a girl named Guadalupe.
Oh my god.
Had the most massive crush on her. And everybody used to look at me like I was wild. They were like, Guadalupe, oh my God. They used to make fun of her for some small thing. And I was always like, she's fucking beautiful as shit. Because you know what she looked like? George Lopez's wife.
Oh.
To me. But everybody used to look at me like I was weirdo. And I remember one day I was in class and then the homie that looked just like you was like, you like Lupe, don't you? I was like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Can everybody tell? And he's like, yeah. everybody could tell. And then all I saw was the whole class shake their head, and it gave me the most PTSD moment of my life.
See,
and I would never hang out with Lupe after that. Like I avoided Lupe like the fucking plague every single time after that.
Lupe?
And Lupe was like, Amanuel, like
I thought we were cool.
I thought we was cool, Riley. And I just kept getting away from Guadalupe. Like, her name was Guadalupe, but they call her Lupe. Lupe was fucking fine. Shout out to Lupe, by the way, if she ever sees this podcast.
Have you ever tried to find her?
Nah, because I'm pretty sure she graduated early. Because I remember going to my cousin's graduation and I saw her and she was like in the what's called class. How am I dumb? I was just hurt at the moment. Because I never thought a girl that looked that good could get with a guy like me.
You should try to like.
That's what I thought in my head at the time. Now I'm a fucking dickhead because I believe I'm the most beautiful man on the planet.
That you?
Fucking dickhead. Sorry. This is my boy Chris. One of the ones that like used to fucking tell me that. But I used to think that like Guadalupe was too good looking for me. Like, and that's one of the things where the early insecurity started off. Yeah. And so I had to be funny. And I always made her laugh. But now I look back at it and I'm like, shout out to Lupe. Because like PTSD. But
see, like you. I'm kind of the same way of like I just figured nobody would like me. But I knew I had girls that liked me, so because I would just be funny. I was just like, fuck it, like, but not funny with everybody.
Yeah, talk your shit. You're not funny with people you're not comfortable with.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Fuck yeah, that was the same way. Everybody used to be like, oh, Emmanuel's funny. And then other people were like, how the fuck is he funny?
Yep. I guarantee you, like, probably like 90% of my high school class would be like, oh, Ricky's like super quiet, like he just chilled to himself.
Even our family. When our family found out that he was like doing stand-up, they were like, Ricky?
Yeah, like the motherfucker, like the mute motherfucker.
The mute?
Ricky, look at you, man. Handsome motherfucking devil. Like, you out here funny and like...
handsome. Calm down.
Your brother's handsome, first off.
Look at that.
I got a very attractive family. I'll say it like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is. But
yeah, so like so I would always just be like, fuck it, whatever. I figured girls aren't gonna like me anyway. Let me just be funny around my friends and whatever. And then they would bring in girls and they would see how I would be with them and then they'd like me and then I'd get nervous and fuck it up.
Fumble the bag. Yep. Young fumbling. But then when you got older, you got better at unfumbling.
No.
No.
You know what's funny is like every girlfriend that I've ever had is only because because they initiate it. Like almost every single one.
Talk, because like that's how I started off, bro. First white girl to come at me, just put her fucking claws on me. She said, I like
it would never work out. It would never work out. Or if I like tried with the girl, so eventually, once it happened like 3-4 times, I was just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna try with girls. Like if one comes to me, then I'll be like, yeah, fuck it. With my girlfriend right now, we've been together 7 years, and she made the first move of everything.
But that's beautiful though. Yeah, because as a man, when a woman chooses you, that's a different level of like honesty. Yeah. Because now, like, let's be honest with ourselves, women could make us obsessed.
Yeah.
We can't make obsession come from us. Like we can be with a woman and like be obsessed with her at first, but if she turns us off in certain ways, the obsession will never come back.
Mm-hmm. But you will kind of like, if you're still attracted to her in a way, you'll be like, oh yeah, maybe this isn't like, this is kind of off, but I still like her, for some reason or another. You'll kind of convince yourself of like, I still want to be with her.
And that's where I think a lot of these dudes that are cheating is because they don't really love or like or are obsessed with their woman. Yeah. Because I've seen certain qualities that a woman will have that I'm with that will make me be like, oh no. And I'll have that little twing. I have a dream about her. And I'll think, damn, wow. And I'll have a couple of conversations with my father who said the same fucking thing to me.
You're good.
My father said the same thing to me. He was like, your mother was the first person that came at me. She came at me. And my mom's 5'7", by the way. My dad likes tall women. My mom's 5'7". That's not a tall woman.
Your dad's what, 6'5"?
That's a tall woman.
My dad's 6'5".
Okay, but I'm triggered that you're saying that.
What do you mean?
Why?
Okay, but his dad's 6'5".
Yeah, my dad's 6'5". Like, that's very different. That's a different angle.
That's like one of his middle school children. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. You're right.
Not even middle school. That's literally elementary school. Yeah. So, and
I barely hit 5'7".
But
like 6 months ago.
My mom's personality is 6'2". There
you go.
My mom's like that.
Same thing with her. Like she had to do everything because I was just kind of like, all right. Well, her one of our mutual friends. That's how we met. And he kept telling me, like, hey, she's trying to talk to you, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, if I see her, I'll talk to her. And then the first time we, like, kind of met up or whatever, it was a surprise for her. So she wasn't ready, like, at all. Like, she didn't do her makeup. Like, this is what she says. But she's fucking looked very pretty. And then she didn't talk to me at all.
Talk your shit.
She didn't talk to me like at all, and I was just like, all right, whatever. I guess she got a better look at me, and I'm fucking ugly, man.
Yo, why did we do that? What made you do that?
So the story is that like it was a Christmas party that my friend that I knew her through her. And all their friend group, like their mutual friend group, it was Christmas. So they had like a little Christmas party that they all got together. And he just happened to invite me and was like, hey, just come over and then we're going to go over to my grandma's place and we'll have some pozole or whatever. I was like, cool, I want pozole, so I'm going to go.
Yeah.
So I go, and then my girlfriend, who barely knew me at the time, opens the door, and then she was just shocked because she didn't expect me to be there. And she had just like, it was like Christmas.
She was shocked, but it's heart skipping beat moment. That's a bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because she didn't expect me to be there because we had met a month prior and didn't speak like at all. She just told him that she thought I was cute, and then I kind of just didn't do anything about it. But so then that night, I was thinking that I was going to talk to her. I tried to talk to her a little bit, but then she was just like, I got to go do this thing over here. So in my head, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Because the first time we met, it was kind of like in a dark, it was like at her job, and she was kind of focusing on work. So I was like, oh, she got a better look at me, you know? Like I just figured it was like, oh, okay, she doesn't think I'm cute anymore or whatever.
That's insane. And the really what it was is like she like saw you and she was like, oh, he's better looking than I thought he was.
And I wasn't ready.
She was scared.
She was like, I wasn't ready. I'm not looking good. She fucking looks great. She looked awesome.
Talk your shit. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Because you know that makes me mad. I always tell women this, like, when you sit here without makeup, do
it's
you be
a
like,
privileged thing to see a woman without makeup.
like they be so beautiful, right? Like you be like, damn, she really was hiding this from me, and she looks fucking amazing.
And it really is that it's like you're not gonna get to see me like that until like
that's
I'm
one thing that I love. That's one thing that I love about it is that like I said, we've been together 7 years, like, and we've lived together for 5. So like I know. Like the intimacy that I get with us is that I know her better than anybody else. Like I see the shit that nobody else gets to see.
That's beautiful.
I get to see her take a dump. I smell that shit, like all of it. Like, it's beautiful. I love it.
That's intimacy for real.
I like my little gremlin. Like I want you to be my gremlin. Nobody else gets to see you like this.
She's gonna like for whatever we do, she's gonna get prettied up at least like at the bare minimum, like foundation, eyeliner, whatever the fuck. But like I get to wake up and she's like, like snoring.
I want to see you getting your nasty. Like that's
just like the realest.
Yeah,
that's love, dog. Like, man, I'm so fucking jealous of you. I got hate.
Sorry,
hate in my heart. I'm like, damn, this nigga got love. That's awesome. Real love. Cool. I'm sitting here just drinking and doing comedy.
But that's how you find love.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. But it's like, nah. I think a lot of the times is like when you see something that special, you're like, you gotta wait for it. You can't force it.
Yeah, we didn't force it. Like
that's naturally.
We met through a mutual friend, and then we kind of just dated, and then everything that kind of happened was just because like, oh, we've been together a year. Let's try to move in together. It didn't work out because her parents were like, y'all gotta get married first, and we were like, we've only been together a year. Yeah. And then like I moved in with our friend who like the mutual friend. We lived together a year, and then I was like, I need to get an apartment like by myself because I can't fucking live with my friends. And she was like, well, what if we live together? And we're like, all right, cool. We've been together 2 years. Let's move in together. And then it's just a thing of like we've just naturally progressed over time, and it's just been like, oh shit, now I don't. We got together when I was 21. I'm 28 now, you know. So it's like I don't know what a life is without her.
That's fucking beautiful. Man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. What about you?
We've got 2 dogs, multiple abortions.
I've been with my husband since
What?
Because y'all sounding like y'all got a good head on your shoulders. I feel like your parents' example of relationships has led y'all down.
Her parents have been together 31 or 32 years, something like that.
Fucking insane. That's what I'm talking about.
And our parents have been divorced for that amount of time. So
what?
Yeah, our parents are divorced.
I don't know. We had a very weird, I would say weird upbringing. It's not something that like people would say, but like our parents didn't really like each other. So my mom stayed with our dad for as long as she did for us. And then eventually it turned out that he just left one day. So, but when he left, we had no idea that they had problems because they didn't even talk. Like, so he left and then like our life fell apart, but we didn't know why. So I think we see it as we are with our significant others and we're trying to do everything the exact opposite of what our parents used to do, I would say.
That's such a fucking great.
Yeah. But like
because you know how you grow up and your parents are telling you like don't hang out with those kids, they're a bad example. Sometimes bad examples are great teachers.
Yeah, 100%.
You better clip that. Nigga, that's a bar. I'm just saying that's a bar. Sometimes bad examples are great fucking teachers.
And that's pretty much what our mom like instilled in us. It's like, I don't want you to hang out with them, but I do want you to see what they're doing so that you could see like the right and wrong of it or whatever.
Because they're gonna do this thing and this is gonna lead to that and that's gonna lead to that, and then like you're not gonna see it play out for like another couple of years, and then it would play out and we'd be like, oh shit, mom was right.
Yeah, and then after I was just like, oh, we gotta like be careful. But no,
then we obviously did our own shit and had to learn our own lessons.
Not as bad because we had the bad examples. Yeah. But I've been with my husband since we were in high school, 16. Beautiful. He was 18, and we've just.
I still think that's crazy.
I know.
Nah, because I've had friends that have been in high school together, and I'm always jealous of that kind of love because I think to myself, I should have had that earlier. Because now that I'm dating, I've realized, holy shit,
it's bad.
Oh, it's not that it's bad. It's just that I'm too open. So I'm too open to like doing and experiencing new things. Yeah. In relationship wise, so I'm willing to make the mistakes and not just learn from other people like you were just talking about. Yeah. I would rather make the mistake myself and just be like, oh yeah, you probably shouldn't be.
But that's also a good way to kind of learn, you know.
22 and dating a 50-year-old.
Damn.
You're right.
I like to lie, that's hot. I like that.
It was.
She got a couple kids that might be your age or close.
Older.
Damn,
turns out her daughter looked like her and was fine.
Damn.
Look at you.
What?
Now you're gonna try and get with the daughter?
No, absolutely not. I'm respectful at least. I'm not. I'm not a terrible person when it comes to relationships. Like I've been a side dude one time, but I didn't know I was a side dude.
Same.
And then it was like, damn, I'm gonna have to break up with you now because I would never want that kind of pain. Yeah. But I would never tell the person. I would just leave hints.
Dude, I remember seeing
leave things to make specifically sure that he was like, because
like
I found out
like size 12 shoe.
Nah,
how the fuck did you peep that I was a size 12? That's insane. Visuals. Well, actually, I'm 13, but like 12 and a half, 13.
Damn, fucked up. You should have let me just have my flowers.
I mean, because you got a little too cocky with the smile. I was like, nah.
You gotta knock you down a little bit.
I had to support the brother in like.
How you were saying that with like being a side dude, like I remember there was this one post that this dude did where he got a girl at a bar and went back to her place and then they hooked up and then he saw a photo of her boyfriend.
Fuck.
So what he did was he put a post-it note on the bottom of the toilet seat and was like, hey dude, sorry she's cheating on you. I just picked her up, like basically explaining the whole thing because she knew she was never going to lift up the seat.
Oh my God.
That's a bag. That's a smart bag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe just enjoy the night you had with her.
What if that dude was me the whole time? Right? Nah. But the way that I did it, he ended up finding out and then
like just found out on his own.
Do you know what he looked like?
Yeah. No, he was a very attractive dude. I was like, why the fuck did she get with me?
She probably just didn't like him.
Like this dude was good looking.
It's because women are evil.
The devil. Women are the devil, Bobby Boucher. Because here's the thing, I have been with devil women, but I've also seen the homies act like a devil, and I was just like, oh no, you're a piece of shit. Yeah. And they were not homies anymore. So I've realized that like a lot of the times is you don't know what your friend is like. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that we need to talk about. How certain friends, you don't realize how much of a piece of shit they are till like the way that they treat their significant other. Yep. They're good at being friends, but they're just bad at being partners. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, bro, how can I trust you now?
Yeah, I've got a friend that is now like he was bad to women when we were younger, and like now he found a woman that like almost kind of like corralled him a little bit, like broke him, and he's like we had a conversation recently where I'm like, oh shit, you really do care about her. Like that's fucking awesome, dude.
That's beautiful.
Like you finally came to your senses and you're like, you can't treat women like this your whole fucking life.
Yeah. I think it also falls on like
God better bless him with daughters.
Yeah, for real.
That's usually the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think it's just when you find somebody that you love, like that you've never had, you can't fathom doing that to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And I've never been a cheater, but would I cheat if I didn't love the person? Yeah. But it didn't mean like, cause like forced marriage is terrifying to me.
Forced marriage? Yeah.
I've seen a lot of forced marriage people, and I'm just like, yo, the real reason you're cheating the way that you are is because you're forced to do this shit.
You know, funny enough, to go back to like all those dudes that are online, like the Andrew Tates and all that, they're all like, oh, in like the Muslim culture, or like Indian, like whatever, like all those marriages last like forever. like arranged marriages. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
you're completely gonna ignore the fact that like the women will be ostracized if they even try to divorce their husband.
And a lot of them are cheap, like fucking dogs.
Yeah.
Like they cheat. Like I'm like I love my Muslim brothers, right? Some of them are really good people.
Yeah.
So, but
Everyone
like, just
has
like
bad
Christianity,
things, but like,
Yeah.
they're piece of shit dudes that are just like he was just with a girl the other day, and he's like, yeah, I gotta go back to my wife and be able to, but I'm just with them to just have fun. I'm like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
fam? You're a piece of shit human being. He's like, nah, I pray 5 times a day. Fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
No.
But like you said, it's not like the Muslim people in general that are like
No.
It's the same thing with racism. It's not like how racists think like, oh, all black people are horrible, all Mexicans are horrible. It's not that. It's just that every single faction, like every single race,
The
every
vocal
single religion
minority
has like that small percentage that is just a piece of shit.
Yeah, and that's nothing to do with race. It's just that person is a piece of shit, and they just so happen to be whatever color they are.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I just saw the old girl. let me not say that.
Come on, dude, he did that like 4 times.
I know, dude. What the fuck?
And then because I'll think of things sometimes, and I'm like, that would be controversial as fuck if I said this. Like,
No, it's okay. He has a following on TikTok. We have to be
the
careful.
fuck does that mean?
We have to be be careful.
Now I'm gonna say this shit because they just made me mad spiritually. No, I was gonna say it's like that one sister that like faked her kidnapping, like Juicy Smollett.
Hold on, wait, you have a homegirl that
Did you
faked
see
it?
the?
The girl that just
Did you see
recently-
the meme? That the meme was called, instead of taken, it said tooken.
Bro, I was like, Jesus Christ, dog. Like, now you're fucking in the bag
You're
up.
a
Like,
piece of shit.
she's the first person outside of Natalie Holloway. The first, because have you ever heard the Patrice O'Neal joke about Natalie Holloway?
No.
Oh, that was the girl, the one on the
They'll never search for a black girl like
yeah.
that. And the one time they finally searched for a black girl like that, she's faking that shit. And it hit me.
No, she didn't fake it. What it was that she found her way back home.
Wait, no, she actually got kidnapped?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what the
feel
joke
like
is.
a piece of shit.
Nah, dude, that's what the joke
I
is.
told
The
you,
joke,
stupid.
cause
Oh my God, my bad. My black card about to be revoked.
I know the Patrice O'Neal joke that you're talking about because the story is that.
Oh no! Wait, the girl that I was saying that was faking it actually faked it, or did she?
That one, yes. But
Fuck! Never mind.
I'm talking
I meant
about
everything I just said.
I'm talking about the Patrice O'Neal joke.
No, because here's the thing: Natalie Holloway was never found. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And they was talking about like the black girl, and he's like, "Come on, sister, I like your titties, but would they search for you? Did you see how they searched those football players? Got on the side of the beach and looked 5 minutes and they said, well, them niggas gone."
She ain't here.
It's like, because it was facts. And then the one time they finally decided to search for a black woman, they had them police right there.
And then she's like, "Well, I didn't say that I was
Bitch,
missing."
she looked that
tried
shit up
to,
on
like-
Google. She looked it up on Google.
She was like, I
How to
never
fake a
said I was
kidnapping.
missing. Y'all said I was missing.
That shit made me so fucking mad because you do got to call out. That was bullshit on her part. Now, but the problem with that now is, now every single time they do see another black person, the fucked up part about the world is they're not going to search as hard. Which statistically, though, is like there's all these black
But
girls
they're
and
also
black dudes.
already not even doing much.
They've never been doing
for-
anything.
It's like how
yeah.
you were saying with the ambulances.
Yeah,
you
they've
know?
never been doing much. But like, that's my point. Is like now they're gonna use that as an excuse, an example. But they do that one example as if they haven't been like 20,
Doing it
15
already,
examples
yeah.
of like
Yeah.
white women who have done the same thing or lied about it or done anything else like that. But then they're gonna pretend like that never
Yeah.
happened because apparently just because you're black, you speak for all other black people. That's
Yeah.
a weird thing that they do.
Yep.
If you're Spanish, if you're immigrant, you speak for all other immigrants and Spanish people the same fucking way.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
You are always a representation of your race.
That shit makes me so angry.
God damn, that's a heavy fucking burden.
But we all carry that every
Yeah.
fucking day that we walk out. Even when I'm on stage and I'm doing a joke about how I got with a white girl. I got so many fucking jokes where people are like, yeah, you get with, but here's the thing. I've only been with 5 white women in my life.
That's a lot.
But 95% of the other ones are all other colored folks.
How many?
Colored folks? I've only been with 3 Asian women. Damn, I'm about to
Go
sound like a
ahead.
fucking hoe. Lying out my fucking women that I've been with.
You're going through the Rolodex.
Yeah,
like, God damn,
that's
this bitch big.
crazy. Yeah, they're mostly colored folks. Let's just put it like that.
Nice.
50% black, 25%
Yeah, let's do
Spanish, 25% Spanish, I would say 10%, no, 15% Asian, and then like 5% white. And then we'll do the other percentage.
We'll figure that out later.
Like, there's no point. That sounds terrible, by the way.
Yeah, you're a hoe.
Am I a hoe?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Were you a fan of what's that shit that they did? We Are the World.
We are the world.
Yeah, it's like you, but with hoes.
We are the No, Japanese. Well, do you consider the difference between South, North, and East Asians different?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because it's a weird thing where like people don't believe.
Because even Indians are technically Asians.
They're definitely Asian. Same thing with certain Muslims and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, not Muslims. Fucking Arabs are Asian. So, not yet. I haven't gotten fully with every denomination.
I've only been with Hispanics, with only Hispanic women.
Respected though. That's like if
I've
Dr.
only
Umar
been-
heard you say that, he'd be like only your race. Good job. Yeah.
I've only been with Hispanic men, but that's not for like a trying.
God damn.
The way you said that shit was so aggressive. It's like I've tried the white boys. I loved me on the white boy.
No black man has ever wanted me.
That is a fucking lie, and you know.
I swear to
Man.
God, not when I was at my prime.
They never came up to you.
They never
She said
came up
not as
to
my
me.
prime. Ain't you in your prime right now? You're 33. That's not
I'm
bad.
31.
It's 31. That's still your fucking prime.
They-
Your
ain't
prime
nobody
ends.
approached me yet.
Actually, you know what's even crazier? 30 is when women enter their prime. I think women get out of their prime at 45.
I 100% feel that right now. I
that's
feel
really
like
bad.
a different person. Like these last couple years,
Yeah.
I felt like a different person.
Oh yeah, you were getting in your bag when you were talking about certain things. I was like, damn, she's speaking like an OG.
Because you have experience. You have life experience.
I love you.
I've only been with 3 men in my life.
Yeah, young. That's beautiful though. That's beautiful. A lot of the times when I say like people that have been with a lot of people, I'm not gonna say I've been with a lot of people because I haven't. I'm a good man. I'm a good person. I'm a young lover.
Young buck.
But like, I have this thing where I don't believe in body count, but I also do respect people who have a lower body count because they have more. What's the shit called? What's the fucking term for it? Discipline. They don't allow themselves to just be pursued by everybody. Wait, how many partners do you have? Well,
I've only been with 6 people. 6 women.
What's wrong with that? That's like fucking amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't my choice, dude. Because I struck out a lot.
Nah, it wasn't that you struck out a lot. It's because you didn't try a lot. You want me to be real with you?
Fair.
About how people talk about, I got a whole bunch of people. Do you know if they have a whole bunch of people they've been with, that means
It's
they've tried
way more
with
than-
thousands.
Ew, yeah.
They've been
It's a
trying
numbers
with
game.
more of it.
It's a
I love
really
it.
is statistically. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Because your brand of attractiveness is only attractive to a certain amount of people. That's it.
Yeah.
But to everybody else,
That's
my
what
brand
I'm
of attractiveness is talking. So
Yeah.
bless me with the talk.
Yeah, dude, attractive people that have been attractive, like ever since they were kids, like they were always
terrible.
the cutest kid in middle school, elementary school, high school. There's like a very limited barrier to entry for them, you know? But as other people that grew up, like obviously they have like their own insecurities and shit. But for the most part, they're attractive. So people like women are going to be attracted to them. Same with men. Like it's a very limited amount of things that are going to get in the way of people wanting to be with you.
Exactly.
But for us that have to like use our brain, like we have to talk.
What are you talking about? You're attractive as fuck now. Like you don't even got to do that though. But you also
I'm in a
are
loving
married.
relationship.
Like,
Loving relationship.
immaculate relationship, by the way. Shout out to y'all that are in loving relationships.
I used to say a joke.
I'm the only single one right now. That's why I'm just hating on y'all.
We're also Mexican though, so it's kind of.
What does that mean? I'm African. We very young also. Like
Then what the fuck
That's
is your
true.
problem?
I don't want to do arranged marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. Have your parents ever been like, oh, we have this
Yeah,
nasty-"
they showed me I'm Sudanese, right? So I've had conversations with 2 Sudanese women. Both of them were 6'2", right?
Nice.
Right. Like I said, my height is like a woman's height. That's insane, bro.
It'd be,
Like they'd be looking at me eye to eye.
yeah.
Like everybody's like, bro, you're giants. And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
But
My girlfriend's dad is 6'3", and then all her uncles are like above 6'3".
bro,
Our kids are gonna be huge.
Huge.
It's scary.
fucking huge.
I can't-
You're not short.
I'm 5'9", but I mean,
But
like,
nah. Your girl's 5'8", 5'7".
nah, dude, she's 5'2".
She got the short gene. Oh yeah, your kids.
Her
are,
mom,
her mom is like
mom's
4'10".
short.
your kids are gonna be massive because it's a weird thing where like when you're gonna.
I don't know because my husband is short. I'm tall. For like men and women,
But that's where it comes from.
Huge.
It comes from us.
Yeah.
Because height, this is like a generalization, but baldness comes from the woman's side of the family. Like if your maternal grandfather is bald, you're going to be bald.
Yeah.
Like generally speaking. And also height. So the fact that all of her uncles and her dad are all tall, our kids are going to be huge and they're not going to respect me. And I'm really scared of that.
No, stop it. They will. One thing
They won't.
My dad is only an inch taller than me, and that's the only reason I respect him. If I was 5'11", I'd be like, "Shut up, young man. Come back home. You have unfinished business, you idiot.
You asshole. That's your mindset. You're thinking your kids are
my kids are gonna think like that too.
You gotta ask her what her mindset is. Because here's the truth. Learn jujitsu. Learn Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Learn, like, show them that you can kick a fucking
ass.
2x4.
I'm gonna do it when they're like 5.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna just pick them up and put them against the wall. Like I will always be able to do this.
Yeah, and then like, cause like eventually, the
I'm just saying. By the way, the boys.
Because you know,
just the boys.
Yeah, the boys, obviously.
Yeah.
The girls, they got to be treated like princesses.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, this is part of misogyny. I'm always gonna be upholding.
Man,
just taking care of my.
You got to treat your daughter the way a man has to treat her.
I'm always because it's my baby girl. Like, when I can't wait to have a baby girl.
Yeah, I want to girl too.
I'm gonna make her a beast. I'm gonna make her be mean to dudes.
My
like,
daddy
she's not
made
gonna
me a
play
beast.
this shit.
And then he left me.
That was part of it.
I get it now.
That was part of it. That was a part of it.
I'm sorry, that was funny as fuck. Oh my god, are you sure you're not doing stand up? That was funny. That was fucking top 10 greatest joke. What my father stayed in my life.
Oh man.
Stereotype destroyed.
You ever look at your dad and just be like, I could have been so much better if you weren't here.
Nah, I can't because my pops was shot in the fucking leg. I can't be like, no. The reason why I came to America, he was a grinder. He had like 3 businesses. My pops is like a monster of a man, 6'5", nicest human being now. Whooped my ass when I was younger. Then he stopped whooping because he realized it was abusive to kids, and he apologized to me. Like, my dad is a really great human being.
What does it feel to have had your dad apologize to you? Because we're still waiting on ours.
I got like a half apology. That's cool.
Dad just made me feel guilty. Y'all are in relationships.
We're over here bragging about relationships. You have a dad.
So fucking dark.
So who really won?
We had to find people to love us.
And it was hard.
At least you were able to find people that loved you.
You got it at home.
You got a dad. It's way better because you have the headphones in.
Father's Day isn't a weird phone call for you.
It's in my ear, and I'm like, you have a father. I'm like, fuck. First time in my life, I'm like, I shouldn't have had a dad. Like, that's why I probably was just a shit drug dealer, because I had a father in my life.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
God. Your dad should have left you.
The only good drug dealer, that I know that had a dad, he was white.
Damn.
That was rebellious.
You're
that
right.
That was just rebellion.
You know who taught me how to cook fucking crack?
Your dad?
It was a white dude.
Oh.
That's not surprising.
With a father.
A lawyer father?
Father was a multi-millionaire.
There you go.
It was like, it made no fucking sense. Like, bro, I don't even go get into that, all that. But I will say this, though. Fathers are necessary, but also the experiences we have with our parents are necessary. But like, for y'all to be such good people, at the end of the day, for all the trauma that you had, I'd say I love that. Like, keep doing what you're doing. You
don't know us that well, dude. We're fucking evil.
Oh no, you're with the homie. like obviously, we're gonna have post conversations after the pod that I really do want to talk. Now I love y'all. You have got me now. You just got adopted by Africans. You're a family now. I'm inviting y'all to the cookout. Y'all,
I used to work for Nigerians.
What he did?
Uninvited to the cookout.
She said that.
They were from the Igbo tribe.
The evil tribe?
Igbo.
Oh, I didn't say evil. I was like, what the fuck is the matter with you?
I know you're right.
I started learning some stuff.
What Igbo words do you know?
Nothing now.
You didn't learn it.
I didn't learn it. I started to, but it didn't stick.
Damn. We said it was 5 minutes. It turned into like 25 minutes.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours. Oh, over 2 hours now. 2:20.
And this might be 2 podcasts in general.
Nah, dude. We're just releasing shit.
Oh,
all of it. All of it.
Fucking gangster.
We're wrong.
Ew.
Right.
But I will say this though, y'all the homies, and I fucks with y'all. I want to have a conversation outside of the pod now.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
But how do you end it? How do you normally end it?
Just like this, very awkwardly.
Yeah, we don't know how to end or
I
start.
appreciate y'all for having me out here. Gang.
Guys, that's going to be it for this week's episode. Make sure that you follow
Closer.
Amanuel, what's your at on TikTok and Instagram?
My Instagram is AMANUAL_comedy. And then my TikTok is just Amanual, AMANUAL.
Get it, baby.
Yeah, you'll see my juicy ass, especially my.
And do you have any shows coming up that you want?
No, I don't have any shows. I do have a pod that's going to be coming up. I will be invited them to in August.
Fuck yeah.
So, not August. September, October. October is going to win in, and I'm going to get them on the 3rd episode. So.
Sweet.
Nice.
I appreciate that. Oh wait, did y'all agree to it? My bad, I didn't even ask you.
You put us on the spot, so we had to say yes now. Yeah.
You have TikTok followers, dude. Of course we're going.
The fuck is TikTok is such a bullshit fucking.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this week's episode. Make sure that you're following us. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next week.
My apologies.
Later.
My TikTok people.
Bye.